Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again. You're listening to World Combat Sports. I just want to give everybody a warm welcome. You know why? Because it's one day closer to Teofimo Lopez Takeover. You know what I'm saying? It's one day closer to the unification bout that potentially may establish him as the youngest undisputed ever, man. You know, that's where we at right now. And that's why I had to come on here and make sure everybody get the news the way it's supposed to. Shout out to Cono Loco Sports, G-Man Boxing. What's good to everybody in the house? Hit the like button, man. Hey, I'm turned up, man. Closer and closer that we get to this fight with Vasily Lomachenko, the 3-division champion, lightweight unified champion, current franchise champion. He will be defending all of that against IBF world champion Teofimo Lopez. Absolutely. I'm stoked about it. I'm absolutely excited. And most of all, people, most of all, when it comes down to it, this fight is free. 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 This fight is motherfucking free, y'all. The shit that happens in boxing. This fight is absolutely free. It's one of the biggest fights of the year, and it's free. You know, Vasily Lomachenko getting his 3. You know what I'm saying? His 3 mics. And freaking Teofimo Lopez is getting his 2 mics, man. That's what I'm talking about. Millions upon millions. Deacon 305, salute to you, man. Franz in the building. What's good? Hey, man. I'm glad it's going down on free TV because we had another point, right? Where social media can all come together. Everybody's going to be on their platform. You're going to have certain people visiting platforms. It's going to be turned up. I think it's going to probably have the most energy than what we've had in a long time. Why? Because the fight is free, y'all. So everybody's going to power up their freaking platforms and talk about the fight because it's easy to access. They don't have to come out the pocket. And we're looking at history. We're looking at goddamn history. And of course, I'm going for Teofimo Lopez, man. 15-0. I'm going for Teofimo Lopez, man, to go in here and stop Vasily Lomachenko. I have money on the fight. I'm looking to collect that money. Punch Drunk, if you out there, if you tuned in, pull up because I need to make sure that bet is locked in with your boy Rap Star. We need to make sure we lock that in before any other hours tick off the clock. I want to make sure we good. France in the building say, here to support one of my favorite channels. What's good, man? Appreciate that, France. Real talk. Deacon 305, Cono Loco Sports, salute. Cono says salute back, Deacon 305. Awesome undercard, too. Yeah, awesome undercard for sure. And that's what I was going to get in tomorrow. I like to kind of hit things right where they, at the doorstep. I really don't want to talk about it so people can forget about it, but I'm definitely going to go over the entire card tomorrow, especially with the weigh-ins that's going to be tomorrow. The fighters are in the bubble, of course. I don't know if you've seen it, but ESPN did an interview. Somewhat an interview between Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez on the same stage, and it was I guess moderated by Joe Tessitore, and it was okay. I just felt they kind of leaned a little bit towards Vasily Lomachenko. Of course, he's a 3-division champion. He's a top pound-for-pound guy, but it just seems like, they was kind of asking him the questions, but also they did Teofimo some favor. You know what I'm saying? They did him some favor. I give him that much. But I'm looking forward to the fight, man. I really want Teofimo, real talk. I want him to basically hit a moment in his career such as this, that all the stars align. He's able to go in there and fight the best fight that he's ever fought in his career. I want him to go in there and absolutely dominate Lomachenko, obliterate Lomachenko. I want him to absolutely destroy Lomachenko in this fight tomorrow. This fight this weekend, period. I want it to happen. The takeover. I want him to go in there and do what he got to do. Estor bien, gracias, hermano. D. Hodges in the building. Salute to you. Haven't seen you in a minute, D. Hodges, man. You took a leave of absence, bro. I was just about to send a search party out there and say, damn, where D. Hodges at? This is a big fight coming up. I know D. Hodges used to go for the black fighter, but D. Hodges, I was like, damn, I need some D. Hodges, commentary up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you took a leave of absence, D. Where you been, bro? Denise Ward's the boxer queen up in the building. Say good evening, Scotty. Good evening to you too, Queen. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure to see you on deck. Real talk. I know you're going to be tuned in to the fight this weekend. SB90 in the building. What's good? And Denise Ward is one of the only women, that I know that tune in consistently. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Especially on my channel. I appreciate that. I'm not going to complain. It's all good. But check this out. I want to go over, let me see. I want to touch bases on some quotes from the presser. But also, I want to kind of get y'all opinion on the fight this weekend. It don't matter if you with or for, against Teofimo Lopez. I don't care. I want you to, speak your opinion. And also, for whoever you with, I want to hear what does it do for that particular person in their legacy. Because both of these guys, even though Lomachenko is a 3-division champion, if he indeed defeats Teofimo Lopez, man, he even elevates himself to a whole nother level also. Because he becomes undisputed. And right now, he's been at the top pound for pound without even having an undisputed division under his resume. He's been top pound for pound without unifying an entire division. Now, of course, I know we're going to talk about the franchise, but let's be honest. They've kept this man up the top pound for pound forever and a day. I don't know. Shout out to Fanon. Once again, I have to accredit him. I was watching his video with Derek James periodically. So Derek James said his top 5 was Errol Spence Jr., Vasily Lomachenko. Who did he say? Jermell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, and Alexander Usyk. That was Derek James' top 5. So the reason why I mentioned that is everybody keeps Vasily Lomachenko in their top 5. Most of the people have Vasily Lomachenko in their top 5. Seriously. So imagine if he goes in here and defeat the younger Teofimo Lopez and unifies the lightweight division. Really, he doesn't have to do anything else in his boxing life. He's done it. Even at 3 divisions and has 2 gold medals in the Olympics, and being able to earn a championship in his 3rd professional fight, attempted at his 2nd, but Salido shut it down. He wouldn't have to do anything else. And it's unfortunate because I try to explain to people the popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? People love Vasily Lomachenko. Major Key Boxing. And hey, that's you there.
That is definitely me, brother. But that's what I was trying to holler at you about real quick, because we've already discussed this topic on other channels, but on your channel, somebody blocked me, bro. You never see me when I'm here commenting because somebody blocked me.
What?
Yeah, somebody blocked me, man. Every time I try to comment.
Hey, hold on for a second, Glenn. Hey, go ahead and cook, man. I'm about to go to my settings right quick. I don't know who blocked you. Go ahead and cook, man.
I have no idea neither, bro. But we were talking about what? The Lomachenko versus Teo fight?
Yeah, man. I want to hear your thoughts on that fight, man, and the magnitude for which it's going to have for whatever fighter that you're selecting to win, right? I want to know, your thought process on how the fight may be won and also what it does to their career, for their career. You there?
This is going to be legendary for anybody's career because it's going to be a now there's
Hey, Glenn, you going in and out, my brother. Glenn, you going in and out, man. You going in and out.
Damn. Hold on 1 second. Let me real quick and come back.
All right. I don't know who blocked Glenn, man, but let me see. I'm trying to go over here and find out. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else that want to jump on, feel free. This is gonna be a hot one. I'm really looking forward to this fight. Let me see who's. I don't even see his name in the block list. Okay, go ahead, bro. Let me see if you're good. Oh shit, somebody did block you, man.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But listen, man, can you hear me now?
Because was that you? Hey, was that you that showed up yesterday?
Nah, bro. Well, I made 2 comments yesterday, like trying to jump on, like, or commending you or something. Like, somebody blocked me though.
No, did you come in through the back to access the link? Was that you or somebody?
No, that wasn't me.
That's what I thought. That's why I didn't let them on, man. That's what I thought.
Yeah, man. People be trying to use my name. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the popularity thing over here, it's all good. But listen, so you can hear me good though now, right?
Yeah, you good, man.
Okay, so as far as like what it means, man, obviously this is gonna be legendary because on many, Mauricio Suleiman, regardless of what people think, and I do think that whoever wins should at least entertain the fans and go ahead and fight Haney anyway, even though to me they shouldn't have to, but you know what I mean, just to entertain any doubters, fight them anyway, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's for the undisputed bout, you know what I'm saying? And this is major. Undisputed bout is major, you know? So I think it's great. Now, technique-wise, how can each one win? Lomachenko obviously does have that skill, that footwork to move you around and pity pat, and then change the pace of the punches, give you different looks at what he's doing and go to the body. You know what I mean? But in this particular case, he did move up to 135 where he hasn't been that comfortable. You know what I mean? He's looked okay against some people, but again, he hasn't looked so great against others. And you got a young, hungry lion in Teofimo Lopez. My money, and with no bias, my money is actually on Lopez to knock him out between 7 and 9. Why? Because I think that it's not about him being old. 32 is not being old, but there's a lot of wear and tear after 400 amateur fights. You know what I mean? So it's not a thing about being old as far as an old person, but your body gets old when you work it out so much. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you use them. So that's what I think. I like Loma. If it goes to decision, Loma's not knocking out Tio. I don't care who has anybody that bet Loma winning by knockout is losing the money. But if you bet on Loma winning by decision, you stand a chance. However, I put my money on Teofimo winning by knockout.
Hey, I'll link up with you on that, man. That's what I got. I think Teofimo Lopez potentially can stop Loma in around 7. I'll say 6 or 7 rounds. I do agree with what you said about Lomachenko not coming to a point where he's going to have Teofimo Lopez in trouble and knock him out. I just don't see it because he wasn't able to do that with Luke Campbell. He wasn't able to do it with Linares. There's plenty of people he wasn't able to keep down on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? So I link up when you say that. I think Lomachenko is definitely going to try to come out with a different game plan early. You know how he like pressing? I think he's going to stay on the outside with T.O. He's going to do something different. He's going to try to bring T.O. to him because T.O.'s a counterpuncher too, Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
So he might try to switch it up, man, to kind of save a little energy, to make Teofimo Lopez work a little harder. So don't be surprised we have a boring, first 2 rounds with these two, man.
Yeah. And then, but the thing is too, that if Tio starts cutting off the ring on him, then he's gonna have to resort to his old tricks. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, he's got a lot of tricks in the bag. But when you start getting cut off by a young dude that's energetic like that, you're gonna have to kind of resort to your old tricks. And then Teofimo's been practicing that catch and shoot on the inside, so he's waiting for that. So for me, it's more dangerous for Lomachenko than it is for Tio. If anything, if he can't catch him, then he gets schooled but who cares if he gets schooled at 22 years old, man? You know what I'm saying? You know,
well,
nobody
I
cared.
care.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna lose money, so I care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like what I'm saying is like, you know, but like at the end of the day, he is younger, and that's not gonna be an excuse. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, because it's a test that I feel like Lomachenko is gonna have to show whether he can still do it or not. And if he can do it against Lopez, then I give him credit. If he can't do it against Lopez, then I'm gonna say I told you so.
Hey, for sure, I agree, man. Hey, Mark, I meant Pedraza, man. You know, in a tongue twisting type of delivery, you know, verbally, you know, I meant Pedraza. We all know Linares was stopped, but you know, when it comes down to him being this one punch knockout artist, he is not. He break down his opponent, and we all know Lomachenko to do that. But he does have miles on the speedometer. 400 some amateur fights, man. He has a lot of miles on him, man. People need to understand how he looked against Miguel Mariaga. He was taking punishment. You know what I'm saying? And he's been taking punishment since he moved up to the 35-pound division. So, hey, you know, it's going to be interesting, man. But appreciate your the correction and everything. It's all good. D Hodges, what's good?
Chilling, pimp. How you doing, bro? Yeah, man. I'm telling you, dude, the only reason why I know you're on is because I back out, dude. For some reason, I do not get no notifications, dude. I just back out to see who's on. And then, you know how in the beginning of YouTube, you was at the, you know, you be at the top thing live. That's the only way I could find you, bro. Believe me, you know I love the show. They just ain't been notifying me. But about the Teo thing, I got a two-part thing. Because I say, for one, I got Lomo. I already got a bet with my friend for Lomo, so I ain't even gonna change that. But I gotta stick with him because you know, bro, since Ace Money Show, since this show, I've been Lomo gonna win since day one. So I'm not a person that's gonna just change up, you know. So I really think only chance Teo got is if go to the body. He go to the body, slow Lomachenko down. He has a chance because you can't, you know. Because Lomachenko could do all that herky-jerky moving the head, but it's hard to move your body. So if Teo can catch him a good time to the body, slow him down, it's out of here. But I just say if it goes to decision, oh, Teo definitely lost. He better not let it go to decision.
Oh, so you don't think they're gonna show Teo love if it go to decision, man?
They get robbed if he don't knock him out.
I know a lot of people are saying that. What you think, Glenn? You think he gets robbed if it go to a decision?
I mean, that's shit, man. Because Bob,
No, hey, Glenn, Rolly Romero, Jackson Marinez robbed.
Yo, I'm saying, look. When it comes down to it, right? Bob Arum has a special connection that he loves Loma. He loves him some Loma. You know what I'm saying? He loves him some Loma. You know what I'm saying? And so Teofimo, I don't know, he's probably willing to let him take the L. You know what I mean? If it goes to the scorecard. So I mean, not that every judge is being bored or nothing like that. I'm not trying to take away from all the judges, but we know how boxing is. You know what I'm saying? We know how boxing is. Some people get bored off, you know what I mean? And it is difficult to say that Teofimo would win if it goes to the scorecards, you know what I mean? Because then you have to, it's all subjective. It's all what the judge was looking for and shit like that. You know what I mean? So anybody can make an excuse for why they gave somebody a bigger card, and that's what makes it subjective. That's what was crazy about boxing.
Man, in my heart of hearts, I feel that Lomachenko will be on the canvas more than once. That's in my heart of hearts. Lomachenko will be on the canvas more than once. That's what I believe, man.
I agree with you. I'm not mad at that analysis at all.
You know, I have a bet with Rapstar over there. I got to check with Prince Drunk.
He was calling you out after you left, man. He was calling you out.
No, I didn't leave.
Did they drop the money yet?
No, I didn't leave. I had a bad connection or something. I couldn't get back on, but I don't have communication with Punch Drunk. I've been waiting for him to come back on so I can say, okay, is the bet locked in or what, man?
Yeah, no, not on no negative. Like he wasn't talking like shit, like on a bad way. Like he was just saying, like he was calling out everybody that wanted to make a bet with him. He's like, hey, Punch, I'm about to send his money. Did they send the money yet? You know what I'm saying? You know, he was on his bullshit. You know?
I don't have his cash app. I can't send the money to the air, the cloud. I can't send the money nowhere, bro. I mean, I don't know where to send it.
Well, if you go to any video that Punch Drunk has, if you go to the description, he has his app there. his
Okay.
Cash App.
All right, cool. That's what's up.
Because I usually bet too.
That's what's up. Denise Ward said, too bad we have this pandemic. I would love to see this fight at the Garden where it belongs, which is 2 hours from me. Man, you ain't never lied. I definitely would have been at this fight. Definitely. I've been trying my best to get up on the Errol Spence and Danny Garcia fight, but they're trying to sell the tickets in a pairs, you know what I'm saying? And you have to show up together. You know, that's the crazy thing about it, man. You have to show up together. So if you want to sit, you want a good seat, then what? You know, you got to purchase 2 tickets off the rip. Plus you got to pay the taxes and fees that's on top of those tickets. It's I can't say it's a ripoff, but hey, you coming out the pocket. I'm not gonna lie, you coming out the pocket. I'm happy with Loma winning or Teofimo winning, like both dudes, but I'm happy with either winning. I'm only gonna be happy with Teofimo Lopez unifying the division and moving on to bigger, better things. But I would definitely enjoy if by chance we was able to get the fight between him and Devin Haney. I don't think it's gonna happen though.
He already said he ain't. He already said it. He been said if he win the belt, he's moving up. At least Lomo might consider it because he's not going to go to 140. Lomo is way too small for 140. He's
Correct.
food up there. So I really think I want Loma to win because I think Lomo will actually fight. You know, if he get past Timo and do well, he'll have a little bit of confidence for Haiti because, you know, I'm not saying they're the same people, but, you know, he did good against another young fighter, so I think that would give him more confidence. But Tio already said it. He's moving up once he wins. He beat Lomachenko the Great. He's going to move up. He got a good name on his resume.
Yeah.
That's why I hope he lose. I hope he lose. I swear to God, I hate hearing stuff like that. You're gonna move up before the fight even happened. That makes people want to see you lose because you're a duck. Now that just made you an official duck at H1, Devin Haney.
Who? Tio?
Yeah, he's a duck. He said it. He's going to 140 after the fight. So we have no chance with him and Devin Haney. And then once he go to 140, all the belts will go back to free. And now we're having all these new little tournaments to try to figure out who get what belt. And like, it's hard when you split up 3 belts, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like, could be 3 different fights with 3 different people getting them belts. And now we're even further from undisputed.
So
at least
D. Hodges.
Tell me this.
Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, yeah.
No. D. Hodges.
Yeah,
So let me ask you this, bro. If you're a unified champion, bro, like how the hell do you consider him ducking anybody? That doesn't really make any sense. If you win at the number 1 pound for pound, you win at the number 1 pound for pound in the world, hold him out for 3 years, got to fight, win at it, and beat him. How are you going to consider that a duck, bro?
We weren't undisputed, and he already said he's not. We're waiting. I'm waiting. I hope.
Who is Devin Haney compared to Lomachenko? Who is Devin Haney compared to Lomachenko?
I'm hoping Charlo win. I'm hoping Charlo fight Dexterra. So at least we can get a unification.
I'm asking you a question about Devin Haney. Why are we talking about Charlo? Don't try to deflect.
No, I'm just saying. I know. I said I want to see. Teofimo already said he's not fighting him. What are you talking about? He said he's moving up.
How's it a duck?
Out of his own mouth, he said it. Did he not? World Combat. Did he not say it out of his own mouth?
He said he's going up to 140. I heard him. And Senior said it. But the whole question is, how is he considered a duck if he doesn't face Devin Haney?
I'm just saying, because why not go for undisputed? If you could box and beat Lomachenko, you could do good against Haney. Don't get me wrong.
Suleiman said it was undisputed, so why he's gonna waste his time for somebody that the people don't even know like that, and then you're gonna go up to 140 to fight again for undisputed? That's crazy to think that he's ducking Devin Haney when he's going to make history by going undisputed at 135, then move up and immediately go
He can't be undisputed without Haney. Without Haney, he can't be undisputed. He can be unified to division. You need all belts to be undisputed. You need all belts. You're not undisputed if you don't got all belts. Charlo's not undisputed. Arrow ain't undisputed because they need that one belt. If you don't go get that one belt, you're a chump. Just to me. You can have your own feelings, and I got mines. We're not supposed to agree. This would be a boring channel if everybody agreed. And I'm not a.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're supposed to agree with me. I'm saying that Mauricio Suleiman, the one that's in charge of the WBC,
now, believe me. Now, if he beat Lomo and he fights Haney, then I won't say nothing.
The banisters on the back of their commentary when they're in conferences says undisputed. What is like hard to understand about that?
They're not undisputed unless you got all the belts. You gotta have them all.
It is a WBC belt, a franchise belt.
It don't matter. Shit, Arrow got all 3 belts and shit, Bud got one.
Matter.
Still undisputed. It don't matter. Charlo got 3 belts. Texera still got one. Not undisputed. Bud became undisputed. Usyk became undisputed because they won all the belts.
I understand, but look, it's a change of the guard. In scripture, Mauricio Suleiman is making all these changes, D. Hudge. I get it. I was the one on here saying the same thing. I was like, hey, Tio needs to fight Devin Haney. It will be good. Maybe I should take need out and say, okay, he should consider, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't need to do anything when it comes to him fighting the best pound for pound fighter in boxing, number 2. You can't find him outside number 2, right? Then business-wise, boxing has been a business, right there, D. Hodges? So for him to beat Lomachenko, one of the best in boxing, it business-wise, for him and his father, they were saying, okay, if you're going to give us mandatory to move up to 140 and we get that shot, 16-0, 16-0, undisputed unified at the lightweight with the franchise belt, right? He gets the opportunity to go up to 140 and fight for unified titles off the rip. And you think it's better for him to jeopardize that and say, okay, let me go over here and fight Devin Haney. Because the boxing critics is going to be like, why should he go fight Devin Haney just because he has the WBC when Mauricio Suleiman is diluting the belt? He's diluting the freaking WBC world title, which Devin Haney has. I respect the fact that he has the title. And I said it myself. Teofimo, he needs to fight Devin Haney. But when it comes down to it, Mauricio Suleiman is pushing the narrative for what? To say that the lightweight champion, undisputed, will be who? It will be the one who wins this fight between, Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko.
And what I'm saying? And they got killers at 140. 140 is killers up there.
So you saying Tio's not a killer?
Yes, but I just much rather I would love, if I had my wish and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I would love them to fight Devin Haney next for undisputed.
And I understand where you're coming from with that. I said the same thing. I said, okay, I grew up with the WBC. The Devin Haney has that WBC world title. I grew up with that being the coveted title, and it's still the coveted title in other divisions. But somehow, some way, the lightweight division, Mauricio Suleiman has put his motherfucking heel on the prevalence of Devin Haney's title and just basically said, hey, yeah, he has the title, but look at this umbrella. The franchise is on the top of the hierarchy of WBC belts. Mauricio's been pushing that narrative. So you all can talk about it. We can talk about it on this social media all day long. But if Mauricio Suleiman is pushing the franchise belt over and over again, people are going to look at Teofimo or Lomachenko as he's a unified title holder. I guarantee you this, D. Hodges, if Lomachenko wins, people are going to call him undisputed. I guarantee you that.
They always do that. Now, of course, it's Lomachenko, of course, but in my eyes, he's still not undisputed until we fight Devin Haney. You're not my undisputed until you have them all. I don't care if you got 3 of the 4. You still got somebody down there with one. That's why I love Bud Crawford. Even though Usyk did whatever he did, he still went undisputed. So, and that's why they still praising Usyk, and he got beat up by Witherspoon. But they still praising Usyk because he's undisputed. I'm telling you, that's a beautiful title, that undisputed.
They're praising Usyk because he's a neighboring fighter. Let's get that straight. He's a neighboring fighter. And he unified the division as cruiserweight, which nobody really pays attention. It's like an empty warehouse. You know, yeah, it's fighters there, but no one knows in it unless you go inside and say, oh, look who these people are. No one really pays attention. No one talks about the cruiserweight division. No one.
True, but it's just that's the two definition. Unified means you got a couple of the belts. Undisputed means you got them all. That's the difference between unified and undisputed. Undisputed means you are undisputed, the champion. Ain't no other champion in the division but you. That's why that's why we want undisputed.
I feel you, man. I definitely feel you on that, D. Hodges. I'm just stating what, Mauricio is diluting and what's actual scripture. The scripture is the WBC belt, which Devin Haney has, is the coveted belt. That's in scripture. But somehow, some way, at this particular division, the lightweight division, when it comes to the franchise belt, first he say they had to be multiple division champions. Then they turn around and put this into the scripture of saying whoever wins this fight between Lomachenko and Lopez, Lomachenko, if he wins, he gets to become the franchise belt holder. And this is the first division he's picked up a title. I thought
that meant, sorry, my fault.
Yeah, but it's strange. What's going on, Deacon 305? Salute, man.
Hey, salute, King. What's good?
What's good?
Yes, sir. Came to give my brother D. Hodges some back here. Came to back him up a little bit.
I appreciate you. Thanks.
Absolutely. And just want to say, I heard Suleiman said some very controversial stuff just 3 days ago. As I look back at some of his videos, he said the reason why it is no longer just a trophy belt. He said, he asked the young man, he said, the Teofimo fight and the Loma fight, is it a fight that people want to see? The young man answered, yes. He said, that's your answer. That's why I'm making this fight as it is. So there's no controversy there. People want to see it. Well, hell, if you go by that logic, people want to see him fight, see the winner fight Devin Haney and make this a real undisputed championship fight. So it just
see who fight Devin Haney, Tio or Loma.
I just said the winner.
Okay.
So if it's gonna be a championship fight where at the conclusion of this fight with these two young men, that is for the undisputed, if we're to swallow that, and if you put contractually as a matter of fact that Devin Haney will be able to challenge for that position, then it would be more digestible. But if you're telling this young man that he cannot, with a real belt at 135, the real green belt, that he's not allowed to come to the party and participate, but yet he has to pay the sanctioning fees. He don't get none of the perks that comes with the actual belt. See, this is where racism comes in. That people don't want to hear the truth, but it is what it is, family. See, because when you look,
come on, man. You see, now you're going left with it, bro. It has nothing to do with that.
No, why is that?
I was about to explain to you. I was about to explain to you.
Hold on.
I was about to explain to you that
I didn't come on here when I came on the platform. When I came on the platform, brother, I did not come on the platform and interrupt anyone. So I just want to let's keep it. You can't tell me. Listen, brother. I've been on this world, on this earth for half a century. Please don't come tell me how to speak. Now, if you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. But as a man, I have the right to say and feel how I want to feel and speak long as I'm not being disrespectful directly to you, brother. Let me have my opinion. Because when it comes to your opinion, that's your opinion. Now, as I was saying,
breaking up, big guy.
Huh? That's not me breaking up.
The other guy's breaking up. I can't understand what he's saying.
Yes. So what I'm saying to you, a World Combat, there is two green belt holders that has been denied the opportunity to challenge for franchise. You got, okay, now I'm gonna go a little bit further. You had Deontay Wilder, heavyweight champion, defended the championship 10 times, was not offered a franchise belt. You got Gary Russell, not offered the franchise belt. Now, you got two fighters had to get a belt that was vacated by two guys that held the real green belts, Canelo, Lomachenko. They did not want to fight the two black fighters, so they got the franchise belt. And once now Canelo did not ask for it, it was offered to him. Now, Lomachenko and his team asked for it. They petitioned for it. They got it. Black fighters could not get it, could not challenge for it. This is a form of racist politics in boxing, what keeps the black fighter out of the game. But according to the rules, you gotta pay. You got to pay just like everybody else pay when it comes to the sanctioning fees. But you cannot get the perks that comes along with what you're doing. You're following all the rules, but you cannot come to the party.
Hey, Big,
you can't participate. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, I want to inject this in there too. Yeah, you know, I went on record and made the same sentiments as you've made when it comes to Gary Russell and Deontay Wilder. Okay, I haven't said anything about racism. I don't think is racism, but the similarities in the two first franchise recipients are both pound for pound, top pound for pound. You don't think that had anything to do with it? Canelo being number one, Lomachenko being number two. That's how Suleiman wanted to route it. You know, since Lomachenko requested it, everybody loved him. You know, the similarities of these two fighters are they both pound for pound best. Deontay Wilder was never pound for pound best per the rankings. Gary Russell Jr., he's one of the longest ranking WBC title holders, right? But he was never considered, probably because of inactivity, fighting once a year. But I do get what you're saying when it comes to the longest reigning WBC title holders. I understand you in that perspective.
Now, can I speak to your point? Now, to your point about Deontay Wilder, the heavyweight champion can never be considered pound for pound because he's at the top. He's considered the king of boxing. There's no pound for pound status for the heavyweight champion because he is boxing. You don't get no higher than the crown of heavyweight champion. That's above pound for pound.
Well, we know pound for pound is a popularity contest, and yes, a heavyweight can be pound for pound if they choose to insert him into the lineup, which they did Tyson Fury. They inserted Tyson Fury. When Anthony Joshua got his titles back, you had a pound for pound ranking with Anthony Joshua in there. You know, they had Tyson Fury sitting at number 7 on the BWAA rankings. You know, it's all about the popularity contest. Hey, Glenn,
what I was trying to say, look, when it comes down to it, my bad, he asked me a question, so I'm just going to respond.
I said, go ahead, brother. Ain't no problem.
All right, so when it comes to me personally, I don't rank anybody that can't move up and down. You know what I'm saying, as pound for pound, unless they've been dominating for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, some people are worth mentioning. You know, but it came down to what we were talking about, the franchise champion. That was the basically the meat and potatoes of this conversation, right? So when it comes down to it, we were asking why Lomachenko got it, not Gary Russell. Lomachenko beat Gary Russell. Gary Russell has been inactive. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, the original reason, and that was the same reason Canelo got it, right? Was and supposedly Terrence Crawford was the next to get it, but he's been not fighting champions. And that's what I heard like 2 years ago, that Terrence Crawford, or not 2 years ago, but whenever they came out with this whole franchise thing, Terrence Crawford was being looked at for the next one. But the thing is that he hasn't really fought anybody at 147. That's the problem with Terrence Crawford, right? Because he's a great champion. But at the end of the day, it's about how you can move up and immediately contend at that weight division. And that's what Canelo has shown. That's what Lomachenko has shown. And he beat Gary Russell. So the reason that they got now, if you're asking about how they're flip-flopping, I've been on multiple channels already agreeing with that concept that it's confusing, it's bullshit. What Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC are doing, but is it racist? Nah, bro. Now we race baiting, and I don't go with that. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk boxing and the WBC being wrong about their idea of this franchise championship and not really thinking it through. It's like a bad business plan. That's all it is. It's a bad business plan. That's all it is. So you know what I mean? Like me personally, I mean, we need to get this race baiting out of the whole boxing community. It is what it is. What the reasoning why Lomachenko has it, why Canelo has it is understandable. Okay, that's what it is. And so Terrence Crawford, maybe he should have one too, but you know, PBC to me is blocking him out a little bit. That's a whole different discussion though. You know what I'm saying? They're icing him out, and he should be fighting those guys. And maybe they want to force him to join the PBC and get him out of top. That's a whole different ballgame, you know. But when it comes down to legitimately why they have the franchise belt, originally it was supposed to be that, hey, because they can move up and down and it's non-transferable. Now all of a sudden it's transferable. So going back to the Undisputed, Mauricio Suleiman is on record saying that it's going to be transferred, and it's on the background of every single presentation or conference that they have, that it says Undisputed in the background. It's for Undisputed. And when it comes to money, when it comes to Devin Haney, he's not as known. He can move up to 140 and make more money fighting one of them and being undisputed in 2 weight classes if he does that. So what the hell is he gonna do? If they're already giving him credit for being undisputed because you don't like it, who the hell are you? Who the hell is anybody else that says it?
He is unified. Undisputed, if you don't got all the belts, you're not undisputed. He's super unified.
That's what they're saying that he has, bro. It's the franchise. You're not understanding what I'm saying, man. You could live with that all day long, but at the end of the day, Saturday night, if Teofimo Lopez wins the fight, or either one, whoever wins the fight, is going to be considered undisputed, whether you like it or not.
Go ahead, Deacon.
I just want to help.
Boxing make up their own rules. But all fans know, true boxing heads know, you're not undisputed until you get all the belts. You're just super unified.
Look, you can say Terrence Crawford got all the belts, but nobody consider him as fighting anybody to get the belts. So you damn if you do.
Obviously, the 4 champions he beat had to beat somebody to get the belts. I hate when people have that stupid narrative.
Yeah, Haney didn't beat anybody to get the belt.
You're
going to see in the record books. The record books are going to show one undisputed.
And Crawford didn't do it in no tournament. He beat 4 champions in a row, got undisputed, dropped it, and then moved up. That's the way you do it. Usyk got all the belts, whoever they was bums or not. Then he moved up. That's how you do it. As long as you're missing 1 belt, Canelo will never be undisputed. Nothing. Because he don't got all the belts.
Until he had the WBC,
well,
bro.
No,
what are you talking about? That's what
I'm telling you, that 1 belt, because that means Bud's undisputed. So Bud Crawford is undisputed. He got the WBC. Bud's undisputed? No, you got to have all the belts. Undisputed champ means nobody can dispute.
Just because you say he didn't have all the belts. I'm saying he already has the WBC, bro. What are you talking about?
Undisputed. Can't nobody dispute. Who wasn't the champion? That's what undisputed.
You gotta catch up on what you're saying, bro.
There is no more. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You ain't you undisputed champ.
Let me know when I can speak.
Let Deacon go, man.
Yeah, back to the young man. That let me tell you something, brother. I never said anything about Gary Russell losing or winning or challenging Lomachenko. That's not what I said. I say he held and he holds the WBC belt, defended it for 5 years. That's what I said. I don't give a damn who he lost to. I'm talking about the current situation. I'm talking about the current situation. Why wasn't he offered the belt? That's what I'm. So when you taking, I'm listening to, and then you're getting semi-disrespectful in your tone, talking about who the hell am I, brother? Don't talk to me like that. If we're gonna talk, let's talk and be respectful. That's the first thing.
Oh man,
hey, we good.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't take it there, bro. Don't take it there. Nobody took it. You took it there last time, bro. And if you can't understand a passionate conversation, bro, like I don't even know why we talking.
We good, Deacon. Go ahead and say what you would say, man. Don't make it one-on-one, man. Because
Now,
both of y'all gonna get hot. Both of y'all gonna get hot. I know that.
No, what I'm saying is, brother, no, I'm gonna be respectful. That's what I'm gonna be. And I hope that can be reciprocated. That's all. We grown men up here, just having a boxing conversation. And what I said, I stand on it. I said these are racial tendencies that are being displayed towards black fighters. Now, it takes somebody to have been in a situation to understand a certain situation. And if a person has not been in this similar situation as a person who is speaking about certain things like that, first thing they'll say is, let's not do that. Listen, I'm saying this. This is not a group thing where I'm asking you to say and feel what I'm feeling. I'm standing on this. I stand alone on this if that's the case. I'm not asking you, brother, to say, hey, man, I want you to say that this is a racist thing. No, man, I don't want, no, listen, no, I'm just speaking about the narrative that I'm looking at in which where these black fighters are doing everything that's asked of them, everything that's asked of them, but yet they're not reaping the benefits that they should be able to be afforded to them. These things, why is it that we as black people have to go the extra mile and still cannot show up to the party?
I'm not black undisputed before. We had Crawford, we had Lennox Lewis, even though he dual citizenship. We had plenty of black undisputed, but check this out, Deacon.
That's not.
Canelo Alvarez. I don't see
my conversation.
Minute, Deacon.
I don't.
The reason I'm saying, Deacon, is because Canelo wasn't even trying to fight Charlo before he was elevated to franchise. He wasn't even trying to fight Charlo.
See what you're doing. What you're doing, family. What you're doing right there, family. What you're doing right there is you're taking the conversation away from my initial point, and then you're talking about all this. No, see, I'm talking about a specific thing here.
Okay.
But you're reaching. I'm talking about the franchise. We're not talking about what happened before, what happened up to it. I'm talking about the franchise and the narrative around it, not what happened before it. See, when you do that, then you take the conversation away from my point. And then that confuses people who are listening.
This is the whole point of the debate, Deacon. It's not taking anything away. You have your opinion, I have mine. Yeah. But what I'm saying is Lomachenko beat Luke Campbell fair and square. So all Mauricio had to do, pretty much, it would have been satisfying as Mauricio said, okay, check this out. I'm not elevating you until you fight your mandatory, which will soon be your mandatory, Devin Haney. I'm not going to give you the franchise elevation there, Lomachenko. I want you to fight Devin Haney. But Team Lomachenko requested to be franchised, and Mauricio gave them the damn opportunity to be franchised. And
right. I want to finish my point.
Go ahead,
also,
man. Go ahead.
My other point here is, if you listen to certain people, you would believe that Loma, Canelo. Now, I'll be reaching if I say Canelo, because I'm not gonna go there, because then you're thinking I'm insane. But as it pertains to Lopez, Loma, Devin Haney is more popular than both those guys. He sells more than both those. He even sells more. This man is more popular and sells better than Tyson Fury. That's a fact.
You said Devin Haney sells more than who again?
Tyson Fury, Lomachenko, and Teofimo Lopez, without a doubt. That's a fact.
No, man, you must.
And this young kid is popular, bro.
That's far from the truth, right there, bro.
Yeah, that sounds kind of weird. I'm sorry.
That's my opinion.
That sounds weird.
There's no way Devin Haney more popular than Tyson Fury, and they booing Deontay Wilder in his home soil. It's no way Devin Haney more popular than Tyson Fury.
Do you see the arenas that Tyson Fury go, and when he's not fighting Deontay Wilder? See, only time he's selling out and got a crowd is when he's fighting Deontay Wilder. Other than that, this man can't sell. This man is not selling like that. He
Well,
has to
those
fight
are the
his
names that
opponent.
you're saying, though.
His opponent has to be Deontay Wilder. If his opponent is not Deontay Wilder, the fanfare is not there.
Because that's the best opponent he's fought outside of the 4 soft tomato cans since he's returned to the sport. That's why the numbers was low. Deontay
Go. Okay, then, to your point, besides Deontay Wilder and besides across the pond when he fought Klitschko, show me any fanfare he had without those 2 fighters, and I would submit to you and say, man, you're right. Show me.
But see, you can't use that analogy because if we go back that many years, then we can say, okay, what was Devin Haney selling out back then? Devin Haney wasn't selling out back then 5 years ago.
I had to dig that deep for you because I'm trying to show you the track record from then all the way to now. Without these 2 fighters, Tyson Fury ain't shit.
No, we talking about now, Deacon. I know you went back.
I said from then to now. I said from then to now, Tyson Fury still ain't shit without Deontay Wilder. He ain't shit without Deontay Wilder standing on the other side of that ring. That's a fact.
Hey, I'm just saying right now, the UK fighters, if they trying to make this Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury, it's going to do millions easy because people want to see a UK gathering and they support their fighters over there. That's all.
You know why? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why that's so. You know why that's so? Because he had a good fight with his first fight against Wilder. When he got back up in the 12th round, which was a knockout, he was knocked the fuck out. Okay, and then he come back in the second fight. I'm not going to go into the glove thing and all that, which I know I feel like that's my thing. If I go there, we're going to have to go through a whole different thing. Now, but he got a victory over Deontay Wilder. That going back, so what that was going to do right there, that if Tyson Fury fight Joshua over across the pond for those titles, he can then become undisputed with all the titles. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So it's not just that Tyson Fury has this fanfare. It's something that's in the cookie jar for this fight to happen. That's something that's something great for their side. If they can bring the titles back home and get all the titles with Anthony Joshua, a clean cut, don't do no drugs, none of this suicidal shit that Tyson Fury is not a great guy to look after.
But then Tyson Fury denounced his UK license, like he said he ain't fighting there no more.
He's gonna get that.
That's what I'm saying. A drug
he's
cheat.
Gonna get that back.
You can.
I know that, but I'm just saying he said he don't want to fight, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen in America. It'll do well over here.
He ran from the investigation over there across the pond. He was running from the investigation. That's what the hell he was doing.
Correct. And they got West Corona over there. The whole place is about to go back on lockdown. They ain't having no fight there. They ain't gonna be no fair.
But check this out, Deacon. It's no way you can pull up Devin Haney numbers recent and compare them to Tyson Fury. He was just on the undercard of some YouTube.
That's because he had
past year, man. It's no
black opponent
you can retrieve to say Devin Haney is more likable with his black community, Hispanic community, and white community than Tyson Fury is in those same ethnicities that I just mentioned. It's no way you can say that. I'm not saying he ain't popular. I'm just saying he's not more popular than Teofimo Lopez and Tyson Fury at the moment.
I say he is.
No, he's popular than Teo. He's more popular than Teo, but not Fury. Fury got popular when he beat Klitschko. So, you know what I mean? Like,
you have to look at the fan base. They might have equal fan base or whatever. We won't know unless they link up. You know what I'm saying? To certain individuals, certain demographics and all that, they popular. But Tyson Fury, it's no way that Devin Haney.
The whole UK supported that dude. He got a whole UK behind him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the Deacon.
Man. Listen, I got to time off, guys. I got to time off, gentlemen. World Combat, thank you for having me on, bro.
I love you, Deacon.
Deacon, I hope you don't feel like I was being offensive to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really not.
No,
you know
man.
What I mean?
Hey,
we can talk boxing, and I'm gonna drop the link to my new channel too in the description before I leave. All
right, cool.
And we will.
I'll subscribe to you, bro.
Brother. We'll subscribe.
All right, brothers. All right, yeah. Have a great night.
You too, bro.
You too, brother. Yeah, and all I'm saying is, bro, without Deontay Wilder, in Klitschko, Tyson Fury is in the garbage can. Point blank, period.
I mean, I know what you're talking about. His biggest fight since his return has been against Deontay Wilder, and that has elevated his stardom. Period. Deontay Wilder, we're on the same shit of music. Deontay Wilder has elevated Tyson Fury's notoriety because he was a former unified champion now, and then he went on his hiatus, suspension, drugs, and all that stuff. But since he's returned, that was true, the two fights has elevated Tyson Fury to a whole nother status of notoriety in the sport of boxing.
I disagree.
And Devin Haney isn't there yet, man.
I disagree. Now, I'm finna show you how this.
MGM. What's the biggest platform Devin Haney fought on?
I'm finna show you how I disagree. Now, after the first fight with Deontay Wilder, who did he fight? Wally Valiant? I can't pronounce his name. Who he fought?
After the first fight, he fought Tom Schwartz after that.
Right. Did you know him?
No, I said they was 4 tomato cans.
Okay, so how many people showed up for that fight?
I don't know the numbers of that fight.
Go back and check it out. Spectacular. Right, go back and check it out. They had to give away tickets because Tyson Fury don't sell out. They was giving away tickets, fam.
Okay. Next.
He ain't popular. Deontay Wilder.
Tom Schwartz and not Aldo Wallin. Both I said is tomato can. I said they saw.
Okay, I'm finna show you the difference. Okay, you can put Devin Haney in with so-called tomato cans. You can put Deontay Wilder in with so-called tomato cans, and they would sell better than Tyson Fury. Is that not a fact?
It's depending on who he's fighting. He fought Santiago. What was those numbers like? Look, this ain't a me against Devin Haney type of deal. I'm just saying numbers-wise, Devin Haney has not headlined the card to the magnitude of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. He has not.
That's not, listen. When you talk about what's popular, these young, listen, I don't like to use the term, but it's just a fact, right? This is the new day we living in. Devin Haney got more followers, more support than Tyson Fury.
I don't agree. I mean, we got our own opinion, but I can't because he has so many people, Fury. Haney ain't even did nothing really yet.
And popular as hell right now.
Don't matter. Ryan Garcia ain't did stuff and he's super popular with followers.
But that's what I'm trying to listen. Those folks are the ones who's gonna buy pay-per-view, who's gonna buy tickets, gonna show up to fight. Tyson Fury, they got to give away his tickets, man. He couldn't even get what? He tried to get 12,000 people in I forgot the name of the arena. They barely got 6,000 people, and they had to give away some of those damn tickets.
Oh yeah. So I don't go by that Instagram because mad people love Ryan Garcia.
I said I don't like bringing that up, right? I said that's why I said that shit, right?
Yeah, that has very small.
I get that
weight to it, man.
I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. But what I'm still saying that I believe that, especially moving forward, the numbers is gonna get greater for Devin.
Of course, he's younger and he's just starting off his career. Come on, that's obvious.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Tyson Fury, how long he been in the game, and he's still trying to grow his numbers.
So if you're talking about followers, Twitter, Tyson Fury is 1.6 million, Devin Haney is 67K. That's a huge disparity. Tyson Fury 1.6 million and Devin Haney 67K. I just looked it up right now. If we want to go on followers, which I don't base my criteria off followers now, because you can purchase followers. You can purchase those. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
they do it on YouTube. They do that on YouTube. Yeah, I found out about all that shit.
But Devin Haney, when we talk about followers, when it comes to Ryan Garcia, he has 7 million followers on Twitter.
I told you I don't even like to say that, bring that type of shit right there up, right? But I'm just talking about actual tickets and pay-per-view buys and all that shit right there. If it comes to that right now, Tyson Fury ain't selling out like that. Not unless he's fighting Deontay Wilder.
So who has Devin Haney fought thus far that can compare to equality, the equal Wall Street when he's in there? to sell that many tickets? Who has he stepped in the ring with for you to base that
nobody? He hasn't had a Deontay Wilder in front of him. I'd be a damn fool to say him and make that up.
Okay, so if he haven't had the Deontay Wilder in front of him, just say Devin Haney or anybody had the equal, Wall Street, right? How are you basing your comparison of Tyson Fury just off Deontay Wilder, right?
I'm just telling you, nobody over in America really would know about Tyson Fury like that if he wouldn't have been fighting Deontay Wilder.
I understand where you're coming from, but these fools over here booing the shit out of Deontay, so they must have known who Tyson Fury was.
They knew Tyson Fury since he beat Klitschko.
There wasn't nobody booing him but the racists.
Yeah, we know about it. Then he became a crackhead, a drug beast. No, people know Fury.
Hey, Devin Haney sits at 770K followers on IG, man, and Tyson Fury is at 3.6 million.
That's not my initial point. I didn't want to bring that part up. Right,
but I'm telling you, OG, I'm telling you, they love Fury. The people are saying he didn't cheat, and they got video evidence, pictures, and they still saying he didn't got cheat. They still not saying that.
But if they didn't care about Tyson Fury, they would have at least cheered him. They will at least cheer the champ Deontay Wilder a little bit more. It couldn't have been that many racist people in the auditorium to override.
Understand the climate. Understand the climate that we're in.
Two different locations.
Understand
the MGM and freaking Staples Center.
You still in the USA. Understand the climate that we're in.
But
they want to see the big bad nigga get put on his ass.
Yeah, kind of. That's what I think too. I think that's why they booed, because I watched it, and I think they booed because
go back to Jack Johnson, man.
A lot of people
I want to say something real quick, family.
Jack Johnson was a whole nother era, man.
No. I want to say something, man, because it leaks to what's going on. Listen to me, please, family. Listen, with Jack Johnson, a courageous brother. No, listen, he couldn't get these folks to allow the fight with their champion. They said it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. They'll retire before they let a black man get in with one of their champions. Okay? But finally, he got in. And when he won, guess what happened?
All right.
You know what happened? I'm finna tell you something. They started hanging black folks from trees, lynching black folks, killing black folks at an alarming rate. They be damned if they see a black man beat down one of their white heroes. They be damned. And that systemic racism carries through this day. Like Deontay Wilder say, till this day.
There was black people booing.
if Radio Raheem, look, I'm not discounting their racism, being a person from the South, right? And I've been living a long time too. Look, understand one thing. I just want to make it clear. Radio Raheem said some shit about your people, which basically drawed the response out of Deontay Wilder, which in my opinion was the correct response. Your people too. It ain't just my people, it's your people too. I get what Deontay Wilder was coming from, and it turned into a legendary phrase to this day. You know what I'm saying? He trademarked it and everything. But speaking of the lightweight championship with Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, I think it's far off to the left to bleed this with racism. All because of the franchise belt of facing Devin Haney. Now, do you think social media isn't going to let Teofimo or Lomachenko have it if in fact, whoever wins, they don't consider Devin Haney to fight? Boxing is a business there, Deacon D. Hodges. We all know that. He doesn't have to go over there and fight Devin Haney, but to make the principle of unification. I'm talking about the scripture that was in boxing before with the coveted WBC world title, to make it right. Would it be good for Teo or Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney? Absolutely.
Okay, family, all I want to say, man, before I depart, I love my people. I wouldn't want to come from no other race. You hear me? But there's a heavy price just for being who we are. a heavy price that we have to pay. And it's layers to this shit. It's so many layers to people look at some of them and just discount it as though, man, y'all got all these other layers. Why are you worrying about that one? Because all that shit hurt. All of it count because they do it so blatantly in your face. We have to do shit 10, 12, 20 times better than anybody else just to get next to the room. You can have better qualifications than your opposite counterpart race-wise, but yet you will be last to be entered into the door room. Why is that, brother?
But this is boxing. It's always been grimy. You know, Archie Moore, it took him to what, 38 years old to win a championship? Archie Moore went through racism just like Jack Johnson. It's plenty of them black fighters back there.
And it's still going on, family. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, absolutely. But, you know, to my point there, Deacon, I get what you're saying, bro. I'm not totally jettisoning the fact of what you're saying with racism being in boxing. But when it comes to the franchise belt, I'm looking at, okay, what criteria do we have to base it off of? He took the 2 top pound for pound fighters and they became the first 2 franchise belt holders. Now, all of a sudden, he changes up his criteria and say, okay, you have to be multiple division champions, but I'm going to make it transferable for Teofimo Lopez. He's all over the fucking place. That's Mauricio's doing this shit, dog.
Yeah.
Look, boxing is going to have its ins and out, man. You know what I'm saying? Of certain fighters getting a moment and some not. But in this particular case, man, we don't have enough to base this franchise history because it's so dense. It's so shallow, man. Canelo, top pound for pound. Lomachenko, top pound for pound. Was Canelo trying to fight Charlo before he got the franchise? No. Did Lomachenko try to fight Devin Haney when he was WBC champion? No. He ducked him and requested for the franchise belt.
Yeah. I tell you, man, again, it is hard for me to see black folks constantly being kicked, not just while they're standing up. We're being kicked while we're down. You feel me? We have to fight from the down position all the time. When can we get a fair fight standing toe to toe, blow for blow? We can't never get a fair fight. We always got to fight from the down position. Why is that? You get what I'm saying? I'm tired of fighting from the fucking ground position. Even though man,
I'll take that back. I'll take that back. We understand one another's frustration when it comes to life. I understand where you're coming from. But when it comes to boxing, there's been black champions, there's been Mexicans, there's been white champions. It's been more so the first 2 than the latter.
And even Asian champions are newy. Every race that had champions. I don't know all of them, but I'm pretty sure that Asia had a couple more champions in them little division.
Right. I'm just saying, if there was racism in boxing, Floyd wouldn't have made as much money as he made. He wouldn't even have been able to get out of Bob Arum's contract just for giving up what 600,000 to get out of that contract. I mean, it would have been a lot of boxers locked by shackles, contractually, and wouldn't able to do shit. But we talking about a black man being the highest earning athlete, not just in boxing. I'm talking about the highest earning athlete. Floyd Mayweather, he black. Hey, come on, man. They talking about he don't know how to read.
Can I help you out? Can I help you out with this whole conversation real quick? For one, I want to start it off like this. Because we get a few who make it does not mean that the rest of us don't have to feel the blunt of this oppression. Now, Floyd surrounded himself with some brilliant black men who were successful, that learned how to set around certain folks and still game. Even when the game is not given, you better know how to still game. You feel me? So when you steal that game, you take it back home to your people and you uplift your people. Many of them as you can. You can't bring everybody with you, but you bring the willing participants and the ones who are in the right position to help elevate what you're trying to do. And that's help bring your folk up. But there's gonna be some that try to drag you down. But you got to have your axe out for those. You got to cut them off because they'll drag you down. So knowing how to move out here is essential. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, we always are starting from the bottom position, or we always have to be last when we're actually the best at it, but we're put at the back of the line. Now, I say that to say you brought out a franchise belt. When a black man do get it, how many folks gonna win above and before the black man, even though he was worthy of it? But all these other fighters, non-black fighters, will be able to get it before your brother get it. You get what I'm saying? When you know that your brother is worthy of it. But we're supposed to accept that and say, hey man, that's just where it goes. Hey man, because he's doing it like this. It's okay because he's doing it like that. He controls this. The white man also controls government. That controls the lives of people, and that is racism. When you have the power to control the outcome of a people's destination, how they gonna live, they could listen, man. They can take a section of people and plan for those people's lives, even their own unborn babies, for 50 to 100 years down the line, with one stroke of the pen. Legislation. When they stroke that pen, they're stroking your destiny. They solidify your destiny in the direction that they want it to go in. Unless you are afforded a blessing that you can pay attention to, you have to be focused. That's why the Bible says you must keep the seal of God on your forehead at all times. Why? Because the devil's after your spirit and your mind. You feel what I'm saying? If your mind ain't right, then you can miss your blessing. You can miss your blessing. See, Floyd didn't miss his blessing because God put the right people around him. He could have wound up just like some other fighters that just fought and made some money, made some millions. You know what I'm saying? And that was the end of it. But God put some great people around him.
I'm just letting you know that, Deacon, his number one ace was Kelly Swanson. She white. It wasn't a sister. I'm just letting you know. That was his number one ace. Look it up.
Again, I'm telling you, that's cool. But Floyd is giving praise to Al Heyman, folks like that, his brothers, who elevated him to the next level. That's cool if you was in the room with me on certain things, but I'm talking about that next level. He praised and give credit to Al Heyman. And introduce more young black brothers to Al Heyman.
And also, this message need to go to our own people too. There, Deacon. You know, we need to learn how to treat each other too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because let me tell you something, family. You know why I'm on here talking to you? Because ain't nobody gonna tell me who the fuck to talk to.
Yeah.
No, for real. Because like I said, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Now I'll come back and check on somebody and check the temperature.
Oh, swearing, family friendly. Ooh,
No, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Now, if I go and check somebody's temperature and I see it's disrespectful, that's all I can see. I want to make sure it's what it is. Once I see that your temperature all fucked up towards me, messed up towards me, guess what? You ain't got to worry about me no more. It surprised me, brother, to hear you say it 4 times the other day, because it wouldn't have took me but 1. You get what I'm saying?
Here, I say what? Say what?
No, I just said something real quick that means hear it and leave it alone. I heard you say something 4 times. It took you 4 times. I said it would have took me 1 time. Because you're not gonna get but once. I don't get no free shots.
Well, me, I'm low key thinking like I don't operate like people. You know, sometimes people are around individuals who have a certain temperature, but if we was actually in the same company physically in our presence, the energy would be totally different. Let's be honest, because you know you can be behind the avatars and you can sit in the room and do what the hell you want and talk loud as you want and disrespect people. But when it comes down to the life of reality, I'm just low key. I've seen it. I've seen I've seen people carried off and shot up and all that stuff, man. I see the harsh realities, you know, of what PTSD can do to you. But when it comes to this screen right here, we know deep down inside, this is how I look at it. I'm calm in a way that I kind of treat certain people that's barking. If they're innocuous to me, even though other people believe they got all this good energy on here and they controversial, I just let the shit ride. I don't really put too much into it. But talk to me that way in person, when we in arm's length of one another, I guarantee the temperature will be different, man.
Right. Yeah. And you know, but for real, family, me, if I can't get along with you and you see me back off from you, that says a lot about who you is. Because I know who I am. And if I can't operate with you, bro, that means you ain't no earthly good, bro. You ain't no earthly good, bro. I'm not saying I'm Moses. I'm not saying I'm Jesus. I'm not saying, you get what I'm saying? But boy, listen, if you knew you were born, and if you can't get along with somebody, bro, 50 feet, bro. Give yourself 50 feet, because a person like, I've seen people like this here on the streets. I'm just speaking in general, where I thank God for who he made me to be. Because spiritually, I know when to move. It was a certain street in the city, right? I was there for years on the block. And I was always keeping peace. It seemed like for about 8, 9 blocks, I kept the peace. You know why I kept the peace? Because I did not pin myself down to one block. Now, had I been stupid enough to pin myself down to one block, one organization, guess what would have happened? If I got caught off that block, I could have got knocked off my block. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to know how to move, man. So it didn't make me no coward to do this. I know how to move. And I was and still to this day, well respected by all, because I don't put myself in no one group. I don't move. It's dangerous to do that. And I hope people can hear me when I'm saying this. It's dangerous to put yourself in one color, one block, one section, and lock yourself down to that, because you're going to have to live by that for the rest of your life. And if you get caught out of bounds like that, bro, you can be with your babies. Ain't nobody got no remorse for that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can go to the most dangerous spot. Out to my and I got it has a difference. I know goons and I know goblins, bro, that don't give a damn about the goons. You feel what I'm saying? I frequent everywhere. I'm cool with everybody until I can't be cool with you no more. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you, man.
So when people try to lock folks down in one area, that's never good. That's never good. Because guess what, family? You don't know who you might need one day. You never know who you might need, baby.
Hey, I totally understand. Look, I'm digesting everything you're saying. I am. I just hope that message is digested elsewhere, you know, on where you frequent, because as Black people, that, you know, those individuals really don't care if what their skin tone is when they talk reckless to people and disrespecting them. You know what I'm saying? They need to listen to you a little bit more, because I know you've been through it several times on his channel. But when it comes down to absolute disrespect, and you're talking about goons and goblins, I don't speak of my you know, my backstory. I don't. It's nothing for me to do. But Deacon, I mean, he needs to digest that, you know, because out of all boxing is annual, Deacon. Why on social media we have all these platforms, and you have that one person out here disrespecting, and then you have people co-signing it? Nobody's gonna co-sign me. You're not gonna co-sign me being 50 years old disrespecting you. You're never
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You're never gonna do that, Deacon. You're not gonna do it here, and you're not gonna do it on the street. Period.
Right.
So why people co-signing this nigga? Why? I'm just saying, I digest what you're saying because what I've been through in my age and everything else. But when you're in your 30s, it's no excuse. You know right from wrong. The critical period of learning is what, between 3 and 4 years old?
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Hey, that's all I'm saying there, Deacon. You know, I don't sit up there and despise the man, but damn, he got so many people co-signing this young cat. And I'm like, I wish it would go down like that when we see
but guess what? And see, game recognize game, real recognize real. That's why I showed up instantly and got in your chat, because I want you to know where I stand as a man on my own 2 damn feet. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you, man. I mean, I didn't sit up here and act reckless and impulsive, you know, just because you invited me on the channel, and then, you know, I was kicked off for a 4th or 5th time, you know, and I wasn't even coming on there being disrespectful at all. But he's not even the topic of discussion. I just hope it comes a day and time where he hear your words and listen to your words, digest them for thought and nutrients to make him a better person. Because the way he sit up here and disrespect grown people, we'll never see him at a boxing match, ever. We'll never see him at a boxing match. You can't go around making enemies on here and talking shit and acting like you're big and you freaking below 140 pounds and you 4'3".
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it a hundo, Deacon. I'm just keeping the hundo because me and you never met, but the way you come up and talk to grown adults, yeah, I'm gonna have respect for you when I see you in person. Yeah, I'm gonna dap you up and I'm gonna say it's good to see you, my brother. What's good?
Absolutely.
You got some brothers, and I'm on 32nd Masonic. I'm Masonic 32nd. You don't see me putting Mason stuff up here all the time. I'm a 32nd degree. I've been through the temple. I've been through all that. I know a whole lot of Masonic brothers, the largest fraternity in the world, but I don't talk about it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying, Deacon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody gonna co-sign. I ain't never had a nigga co-sign my stupidity. When I fucked up, I had to say, okay, damn, I fucked up. How can I make it better?
And that's what make you better. And that's what make you who you are. You know what I mean? And if you can't learn from your life lessons, man, you bound to repeat them. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, man.
You know, so here's something real quick, just for the listening ear to pick up on. If you see a man fall, and it may appear to be funny to the people around you, and everybody's laughing, do you join in, or do you reach to help that brother? Because one day, if you're laughing, rather than getting it or participating to help or saying to your brothers who are around you, hey man, that's not funny, you're then bound to repeat the same mistakes. You have to be able to digest your own wrongdoings and say, you know what?
In my opinion, it's like because I ain't gonna front. Sometimes things are funny and I will laugh, but I will immediately go over there and make sure the person's all right. Sometimes you can't control laughing if somebody do something stupid and you know they're gonna hurt themselves, and then you watch them do it because they won't listen to you.
That was just a
metaphor. You kind of want to tell them I told you so, but I do go help though. But it's not. Yeah. You can't help but laugh first. But it sucks when you laugh and then don't help. Or either you're sitting up there videotaping it and not helping. That's when it becomes horrible.
I get where you're coming from, but I ain't never been around a group of cats where you're going to sit there and laugh. I'm from the South, from the A. And we didn't grow up like that, man.
Right.
You sitting around laughing at another motherfucker getting fucked up. Shit. And if you supposed to be in there too, and you just, no. This is the new generation doing that shit, man.
Right. There you get my point. Right.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about fighting, you know what I'm saying, and just in general. Sometimes when people fall,
even when you're falling down on here on social media, if you fall down, it can be fall down when somebody is defaming your character, whatever,
right?
Or your family.
Because if I watch the show
in the live chat and start talking shit about them when you really fuck with them,
yeah, it's crazy.
right.
True.
Yeah.
Because I watched the show Ridiculousness, and that's people that really do that stuff. If y'all ever watch the show Ridiculousness, oh my God, you'd be like, wow, people really.
I actually know Rob Deerdak. Yeah, I rock with him several times when I was in California.
Yeah, he seemed like a cool white dude. Know what I'm saying? He seemed like he's mad cool, yo.
him, Ryan Sheckler, all of them. But people,
Yeah, that show.
I gotta get back to showing love to my boy Tio. I gotta show some love. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw my clip or not, but I got mad respect for Team Teofimo Lopez, man, for different reasons. You know what I'm saying?
I'm rocking with him. I told you I wanted to win, bro.
Yeah, man, and we'll see what the aftermath is. He able to go in here. We'll see what the verbiage is like, what the energy is like. You know, I don't know what the energy gonna be like because we in the pandemic, so we're not gonna get the immediate jump into the ring and call. You know what I'm saying? You know how Errol Spence did Sean Porter. You know how Devin Haney did Ryan Garcia. You know, stuff like that. And we won't be able to see that this time, man.
Right. Yeah, but I seen the video. You in the elevator, and you know.
Man. I mean, that's the grind, bro. I mean, look, Deacon, put it like this, man. My catalog, man, I wasn't on here. I was out in the field, man. I was doing media on site. I wasn't on here doing this. I was actually at the fights, you know, getting it in. But you know, but no one's gonna sit up here and tell me otherwise that, you know, I'm basing my whole life off this channel. You know, you got 7 people tuned in. You have no idea. I hope if the pandemic lifts, I'll be less on here. I'll be out there at the fights. And I'm really close to being at the Errol Spence and Danny Garcia fight. I mean, I don't know why this particular platform dictates people's lives. Because to me, I would want to know your character more than how many followers you got. Period.
Right. And here it is, man. For real. I'm not finna see, cause man, I tell you, man, it upset my wife, cause really, every time I go to the doctor every month now since I've been doing this, my blood pressure has been sky high. They say, man, your blood pressure is high enough for you to go to the hospital. You really need to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do something to get your blood pressure down. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Reggie? Reggie in the building?
What's good? Boxing conversation with Reggie Owens, man. Salute to you, bro.
That's another
Salute,
general
Reggie,
right there.
my bro. Salute, my bro.
I love chopping it up with that guy there, bro. Hey, he might be younger, but boy, he is beyond his years. You know what I say? He is beyond his years, bro. Facts.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I dropped through and listened to Reggie Owens talk about collateral topics outside the boxing, man, and they interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So y'all need to sub to him. It's a good channel.
Absolutely. He what we call in the South. He got an old soul. You know what I mean? he got one of them old souls, bro. He got a young man body with an old man's mind, bro.
Yeah, I seen him ripping to Jason Whitlock. He was like a pull off the chain of that.
Absolutely.
I just sat back and watched because I know where he coming from, because Jason Whitlock, you know, him being a brother, but also he has said some very controversial. I mean, that's a whole other freaking live. But hey, it wasn't that I could say. I say, hey, he gonna get it. He gonna get it for more than Reggie though.
Yeah, and here's also with the conversation with Deontay Wilder and Radio Raheem, I understood it when it came out of his mouth what he was trying to do, but I did love the way that Deontay Wilder responded to him. What he was doing, he was asking questions as a reporter. You know what I'm saying? He wanted Deontay Wilder to elaborate on what he was saying when he said your people, right? He said, you know, he wanted him to break that down. Not because in other words, I understand, but for the audience, let them know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I
don't mean to cut you off, Deacon. Well, hold up.
Go ahead.
Hold up. All due respect, right?
Yeah.
Radio Raheem is a cornball, dog.
Yeah. That too now.
I've had a run-in with Radio Raheem.
In that moment, what I seen. Yeah, go ahead.
I had a run-in with Radio Raheem in person. Radio is one of those guys that are asked, we media, but he has a larger platform when we didn't have the pandemic. And it wasn't even something he started himself. But he asked a question to get a reaction. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what
That's
black
what
man
reporters
asks
do.
another black man and separate himself from the struggle? I don't care what a reporter. He should have asked, well, understanding what we've been through.
Right.
What do you feel about this? No, he's like, yo, people.
That's why I appreciated the response. See, you called. I promise to God. Listen, I did not like the separation. I didn't mind the question. What I did not like was the separation of the question. It's like you divorced yourself from the question that you was asking your brother. You should have merged the two, just like you just said. You know what I'm saying? Speak on our struggles. Speak about it in that aspect. But he divorced himself from the question he was asking another black man. That he shouldn't have done.
Correct. Yeah. I agree. And Deontay answered it, responded with the type of energy he should have.
Yep.
And made his point, and it's become legendary to this day. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it.
I mean, it hit home the way it should have. So when he opened up the store,
yes, it did.
When he opened up his store in Flatbush before his fight with Brazil, and I saw all that merch up there, said to this day, I was like, that's how you do it.
That's right.
That's how you do it,
right.
Man.
Yeah. It's time for that. Don't let it escape without having some type of monetary value to come from it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, charge this one to the struggle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get back to my topic, man. I gotta talk about this fight, man. Real talk. I appreciate you for stopping through that Deacon 305. You always welcome, my brother. And
sir.
Continue your fellowship over there with H. I ain't afraid to say his name. Continue your fellowship with H. And get him right for the New Year's. 2021 about to be in the building. You know what I'm saying? D Hodge, you always welcome, man. Salute to both of y'all for stopping through, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man.
I get it.
I get at you again, man, and I would try not next time to get so far off topic. But when I top it up with you, bro, it just seems to go into some good directions, and I appreciate it.
Knowledge, though. You maybe said some things that people needed to hear in this chat, so you know what I mean. It's not like you was talking like bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you all coming on to help me. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
LDB salute to all y'all. LDBC all day.
Salute, family. Yes, sir.
Appreciate them brothers for dropping through. Deacon 305, D Hodges was in the building. Hey, I still got to show some love to my boy Teofimo Lopez, man. I just want to drop this quick clip. People understand where I'm coming from. If you saw me out in the field, man, I pretty much stay centered with my reporting. And I cover boxing and MMA. That's one of the reasons why you don't see large numbers over here, because I'm not just a boxing head. I'm a mixed martial art and pretty much have an understanding of training in both of them at a certain point in time. And even being in the ring at a point in time, not professionally, but in the military. So, that'll never waver from me reporting on, grappling aspect, the beauty of that. I believe mixed martial arts is absolutely a beautiful sport. I believe boxing is a beautiful sport. The sweet science for a reason. I mean, I'm infatuated and enamored with both combat sports in general. The way it's evolved up to this point, the training methods which are used inside the U.S. and outside in foreign countries, they're different training methods. You know what I'm saying? But hey, when it comes down to it, I appreciate everyone who stopped through, man. Much respect to you all. Real talk. But let me I just want to give my Teofimo, my respect to Teo, because his family treated me so well, man. I had the opportunity to cover this fighter.
What should we expect from you on Saturday night? from you on Saturday night?
Takeover.
Teofimo Lopez, 11-09, knockouts. February 2nd, we're fighting in Dallas, Texas on ESPN Plus app. Tune in. I just want to give a shout out to World Combat Sports. But when it's Teofimo Lopez, I think he's just aggravated about the fact that who is this kid and why are they talking so much? They should be talking about me. Lomachenko's a diva. That's why I look at him. He's like, he's a diva. He's a bitch. So.
Hello, everyone. Scotty White of World Combat Sports. I'm following Team Teofimo Lopez to the weigh-ins. Exclusive for you, the supporters of World Combat Sports.
Exclusive.
Exclusive World Combat Sports with Teofimo Lopez. And also live with Lee Glad.
Shout out to Milk, Lee Gladden for hooking everything up, man. Appreciate you. Man, this with his family, bro. Who am I? Who am I? This dude about to damn make history, man. And I had the opportunity of covering him one fight. I don't care about anything else. This was enough for me. Good people, man. Him and his pops, man. Good people. Shout out to Lopez Sr. Good people, man. So I'm not going to get too in depth with that, but that was a little clip I put together. When I covered Teofimo Lopez all weekend, I actually was able to meet Mr. McWater. Shout out to David McWater. Had lunch with him twice. Man, this levels to everything you do in this media business. And it's unfortunate that nobody was saying that I was dick riding Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? I'm really against that word when it comes to that, because I'm gonna tell you, man, for me to be someone they met for the first time and the way their family was, I will always support Teofimo Lopez. Always support Teofimo. From his father to himself, his family, his mother, all that. They was cool people to me. So nobody's saying that, you dick riding. How was I able to recon that shit? How was I able to get in there? I give a shout out to the person that made it happen. You know, I give shout out to Milk. That's what he go by. You know, he was able to make that shit happen. And not you can't say all brothers fuck one another over, because he's a brother. He's on Team Teofimo Lopez. But once again, who am I? I'm just an average media guy with 5 people in the building, but yet I had the opportunity to cover big fighters. Every time I say thank you. But check this out. The only one out of all the fighters, when it comes down to it, like people that don't even check out my catalog or anything, when I covered Deontay Wilder, they're like, he a dick rider. How can anyone be a dick rider just off opinion? No one said that about Teofimo Lopez. They don't even want to acknowledge that shit. People was up here saying I was lying that I covered Teofimo Lopez trying to get clout. What they call it, clout chasing, right? That ain't clout chasing to me. That's real life shit right there. So don't come to me about numbers. Don't come to me about, this channel ain't being, I could care less. The people that I enjoy are the ones that come over here. Boxing Conversations, Alexander, you know what I'm saying? France, Velocity. You know, all the people, Deacon 305 that come over there, D Hodges. All the people, G-Man Boxing. If it's 10 motherfuckers that's dropping through, Denise Wars, if it's 10 people dropping through my live chat and talking boxing, I'm good. I'm good. I'm retired, man. I love doing what I do. I wish I could have did it while I was active duty. But Teofimo Lopez, I'm genuinely hoping that he goes in there and gets the job done. People have to understand, you're not going to force me into a situation on what my standard. I have standards for myself. It's not going to be like, okay, just because the boxer black, I'm going to support the black boxer. No, I have boxers who I support. Period. That's point blank. And there's no way I'm a dog Teofimo Lopez to big up any other black fighter. I'm not going to do it. If they're stepping in the ring, I'm not going to dog out Teofimo any other fighter to big up the black fighter. I'm not going to do it. The only one that I'll dog out if it came down to it, who I don't like in boxing, is Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. I just don't like those two individuals. Period. I have my own reasoning. But when it comes down to it, man, this is history. For Teofimo Lopez, you know, whoever's out there spreading false rumors that, you know, people clout chasing, you have to understand where I'm coming from with who I've been able to interview. That's talking about by myself, solo dolo, recording this shit, getting multiple freaking video, and then going home and edit them, put my shit on, and then put it on YouTube. It's not too many people out here have a catalog on site in a short period of time like I got. It's not too many people out here. I'm talking about from amateur to professional. And that's real talk. But people look at it like he's not a boxing channel. That's all good. But, you know, I'm going to put content out there, and that's the way it's going to be. Zab Judah 3 times. Deontay Wilder, shout out to Tay Jones. Deontay Wilder's fight camp twice. Having the opportunity to cover the champ while he was the reigning WBC heavyweight champ. Roy Jones, the legend himself. James Toney. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, man. Manfredo. For those of you that know Manfredo. Kevin Kelly. Erickson Lubin. Oprah's confidant. You know who he is, right? Booker T. Man, the list goes on and on, man. Richard Comey before he even lost his title. Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley, Terrence Crawford. Come on, bro. This is on-site people that I dealt with. Teofimo Lopez. I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you I'm hyped up about this fight this weekend, though. Let's go, T.O. Let's go, T.O. Man, I really hope he set history. Seriously, I really hope T.O. sets history this weekend. I'm going absolutely for him and his pops. I could care less what people say about Senior. Man, there's plenty of people out there that talk trash. We can say Danny Garcia's father talked trash too. But they was able to accomplish the mission, man. He said 15 fights. Look, I knew they was going for the WBC side over a year ago, early 2019, when I was covering. I knew he was going for the WBC. But if somebody tell me something in confidence, my integrity is to keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I kept it to myself. I know backstories, and then when I try to tell what I know about backstories, people act like you haven't talked to them. Shakur Stevenson, Winky Wright. Man, come on, bro. The list goes on. Joshua Greer Jr., my man. Don't blink in the building. Man, y'all wanna turn your back on my man. He coming. He coming. Don't worry about it. He good. He good. Gary Russell. Man, I'm telling you, man. Hey, I seen all these fighters in person. I had the opportunity to speak with them. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Andy Konoski, Charles Martin. Man, my catalog is deep, and I'm grateful for all that shit. Being my age and was able to get all those names in the sport of boxing, especially Deontay Wilder. I mean, where he was reigning as long as he was, being able to freaking be in fight camp with him twice, see him in down here in Atlanta, twice up there in Alabama, I believe, at a fight. Man, come on, bro. Dick riding? That's not dick riding, y'all. That's hard work. Look, I drove, check this out, y'all. And I'm not being braggadocious. It's a respect thing with me. When you have ignorant people out there that want to say, okay, well, you only have this many people on your channel. Check this out, though. I've covered grappling tournaments by myself. I covered MMA tournaments by myself. I've covered female and male pugilists by my solo dolo, right? I drove up to Baltimore, Maryland from ATL 12 hours to see Gervonta Davis fight Ricardo Nunez and Yuriorkis Gamboa to fight Rocky Martinez. I drove all the way to Baltimore by myself. You know how I know Baltimore? Because when I first came in the Marine Corps, I used to frequent Baltimore when it was bad. I used to go up there by myself. I've been rolling by myself, man. I'm not scared to go up in Baltimore. Ladarius Miller. All those fighters, man, recon. Drove over 12 hours. Look, I drove 12 hours, right, up to Texas to see Errol Spence knock out Carlos Ocampo in 1 round. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Yeah, that was the best part of the walkout. That was the best part. The walkout. Errol Spence knocked out Carlos Ocampo in 1 round. Then I saw Adrian Granados put the burners on freaking Javier Fortuna, and he basically quit and had to be carted off. You know, that's media shit I'm talking about, bro. Adrian Broner was there. Not to mention seeing him several times. Robert Easter, good dude. People want to knock on Robert Easter because he hang with Adrian Broner, but I've seen them several times. Robert Easter is Robert Easter. Good dude, man. Robert Easter, good dude. Talked to him at the airport and everything. Man, it's not too many people on here, period. They might have the numbers, but they don't have the catalog of the media that I got. And I got some stuff I haven't even posted out there yet because I just haven't had time to edit it into something. But I'm grateful for people who I connect with in the sport of boxing like Teofimo Lopez. I seen him, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was one time I tried to cover him more than that. But seeing him come up in the biggest fight of his career at such a young age of 23, he's about to make history. He's about to make history. He goes in there and defeat Vasily Lomachenko top pound for pound, y'all. Do y'all know how great that is going to be? I ain't going to lie. I'm super stoked for this fight, man. I'm super hyped, turned up, everything, bro. I want to see Teofimo Lopez go in there and make history. And then whatever happens after that is totally up to him. He don't owe nobody shit. He don't owe nobody nothing. Because look, when it comes down to it, boxing is a business and you have to make as much money as you possibly can while you can. And who's to say something might he may have a long career. You know, at this point in time, we seeing boxers' careers cut short for whatever reason. I don't like to put a negative canopy over these fighters, but when it comes down to it, it doesn't have a retirement plan, y'all. Boxing doesn't have a retirement plan. This shit is gonna be turned up. And look, man, like I said before, this shit is free, y'all. This shit is free. What more of a heaven? What more of a welcome can you sit back and enjoy than this weekend right here? Come on, bro. This shit is amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit is amazing. This weekend is absolutely amazing. Let me see what I have right here. Okay, you have Arnold Barboza and Alex Saucedo, which is going to be a damn good fight, right? And then, you know, a fighter that's coming up, he's making a huge damn splash. I'm telling you, that's Edgar Berlanga. And he just took out my boy Eric Moon. You know what I'm saying? Keep an eye out for Berlanga. He said, hey, he's the truth. He was blessed with a lot, one being power, and he's going to go in there and put it on the line and let people know he's the real deal. I like Berlanga, man. I like Berlanga, for real. I like his fighting style. One of my favorite fighters, you might say, you know, why you like this cat, man? I have my reasons for liking his energy and the way he attacks his opponent and go in there and basically a fighter who's been able to recover his career in boxing. He's a mixed martial artist and a freaking boxer. But he's basically put himself in a position where he was putting himself in a position to be fighter of the year. It's October. Unfortunately for him, he tested positive for COVID. Clay Collard. Cassius Clay Collard. An ex-UFC fighter tested positive for COVID-19. His fight is scrapped, man. That's what I'm saying. Anything can happen in this boxing game during this COVID-19. Seriously. Yeah, man. Alexander said, WCS, you pushing the fight well, man. I just can't wait for this fight to happen. It's a big deal. People need to understand it's all about Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko. You know, I've kept the same energy with Vasily. You know, Vasily being 14-1, 10 knockouts, and Teofimo 15-0, 12 knockouts. It's not a freaking huge gap in between their experience in boxing. I'm talking about professionally. Of course, you know, Vasily separates himself on a different level when it comes to 2 gold standards in the Olympic. We understand that. We understand that. We respect that. But just something about him, man, when he was coming up, I was like, man, they're really hyping up this dude before he even actually earned the accolades. Why are they doing this dude like this? Like, what is the point of them hyping him up so much? I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. So I always called him overrated. I mean, I kept the same energy, man. Check out my my lives. I know you're not, but check out my lives, man. I kept the same energy with Vasily Lomachenko. I know a lot of people say, how in the fuck you can say this dude overrated? I'm just saying, as far as being compared to Muhammad Ali, come on, man. Really? You're going to compare him, Bob Arum, to Muhammad Ali? Come on. So let's go through this card. My boy, Josue Vargas, going in there against Kendo Castaneda. Man, that's gonna be fire. This is gonna be fire, dog. Damn, you got my boy Cortavius Cash versus Quincy Valles. Quincy Valles at middleweight. Cortavius Cash. Damn, I didn't know he was fighting. That's gonna be another one. Damn, Cortavius Cash on this card too. Jose Enrique Durantes Vivas versus John Vincent Morade. Quentin Randall versus Juan Carlos Rivera. And shout out to Jackal Fitness AWD, man. Jahai Tucker, who just earned the first round knockout. He's back in there, y'all. Jay Prince signed, top ranked sign, right? And look, the Underground Kings, Jackal Fitness, man, they the one was able to get this fighter on board, man. They doing big things behind the scenes. I call them the Media Underground Kings, man. Shout out to Jackal Fitness AWD. Jahai Tucker versus Charles Garner, 4 rounds welterweights, man. Shit is on and popping. They got a nice card, y'all. I would say it's 7 fights. October 17th, ESPN, 7:30. It kicks off 7:30, y'all. That's when everything pops off. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It'll probably be some beverages on site. Real talk. It'll probably be some beverages, some dark beverages. Not Coca-Cola. I don't drink sodas. You know what I'm saying? It won't be sweet tea. It will probably be some hen. You know what I'm saying? It might be some JD. You know what I'm saying? Or some Captain. Yeah, I'm celebrating this. We gonna turn up for real. This is gonna be epic, man. For real. This is gonna be nice. Alexander said, I agree, Deacon. He got a UK fan base that needed to hear that. Who are you talking about exactly? He has a UK fan base. Who? Oh, you talking about Devin Haney, right? Or being he signed with the Zone. But still, I look at it like this. He may have a a UK fan base, but the UK people, until you go over there and headline a card over there and have them cheering for you, you'll really find out how many people really fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about all these young fighters like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Javante Davis, Shakur Stevenson, the one thing about all of them, and not to forget Antoine Russell, Antonio Russell, is that they have a huge landscape of opportunity behind in front of them in boxing. They have youth on their side. They have experience right now. They're in the right position. And you know what? I don't want to say the sky's the limit, but they have an open-ended range to be great at what they do in boxing. Also look at Elvis Rodriguez. He's 10-0, 10 knockouts. Elvis Rodriguez, he's at 140. You know what I'm saying? Antonio, he's at 140. The last Russell, he's at 140. It's only a matter of time before you see Antoine Russell come out at 140. It's huge, man. It's big. It's big, dog. It's big. Real talk. This shit is huge. I'm so freaking excited for this fight, because I just wish when it came down to unification, y'all, that every fight was this easy. I just wish every fight was this freaking easy. Like, you know how this all just came together? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it just all came together and seized itself and linked up. You know what I'm saying? We see it going on at 154, but we don't know how long it's going to take for Patrick Teixeira to link up with Charlo. But I'm glad it happened. But unfortunately, we had two divisions that's just going off to the deep end. First of all, welterweight division. It just went off. It's fragmented. We thought that shit would happen real soon. Then the heavyweight division, it's also fell out. We're still working on the super middleweight. That's so far from being undisputed. Light heavyweight, so far. Middleweight, we don't have a clue when they're going to start coming together and making shit happen over there. We don't have a clue what Canelo is going to do. We don't have no damn clue whatsoever. The only other division in my eyes that's close to doing what the 135-pound division is going to do is what? The junior welterweight division. They're next in line. Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. That's the only one I see right now that's close. And then whenever Anui, he's supposed to fight Jason Maloney next. And then you have Nordine Abali. This is bantamweight division. Nordine Abali at the WBC. According to if he keeps his title or Donaire defeats Nordine Abali, I believe we might see these fighters merge together and fight one another. Whether it be Anui versus Casemiro or Anui faces freaking Obali or Donaire. We don't fucking know, dog. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. And then we ain't gonna talk about the featherweight division. That shit have been, look, the moons have been so far apart, man. We don't fucking know. We don't know, y'all. We don't fucking know. Man, y'all be sure to tune in though, man. I'm not gonna stay on here too long because yesterday I was on here for 5 hours, and people really don't check out your videos when you're on that long. But I appreciate everybody. Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens for stopping through, the Nice Wards. Alexander, appreciate you stopping through all the time. My brother Velocity Cuts, Velocity Cuts, France. Lawrence Williams was in the building. Salute to you. G-Man. Deacon 305, D Hodges. Everybody else that was in the building earlier. Man, appreciate all what y'all do when it comes to supporting World Combat Sports. You know what it is. Stop through tomorrow, and definitely I'm going to touch bases a bit more. And hopefully I have an individual, or well, maybe two, that come up here and talk about, the fight card and the magnitude of this fight and we're going to try to get some scenarios on what can happen outside of this unification bout at lightweight division. You know, when it comes to Devin Haney and everybody else, Ryan Garcia, facing Luke Campbell, Devin Haney facing Yurkis Gamboa, all of that. A lot of people are talking about Gamboa at one point in time being too old. That's what you got to watch what you say with your media. If you're going to say Gamboa is old and washed up and antiquated as a fighter, he's injured. He's not. He's a shell of himself and all this. You can't boost him because he's facing Devin Haney now. That's why you can't go out here dogging out fighters like that. When he fought Terrence Crawford, he looked bad, this, that, and the other. All of a sudden, he's this masterful boxer. That's the same thing they did with Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz was 65 years old when people talked about him. But yet, when he hurt or buzzed Deontay Wilder in their first fight, people was like, oh, shit, Luis Ortiz, he's good. You just can't sit up here and dog fighters out like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're saying they're no good, and then they go in here and shock you, you're like, oh, man, they're good. They're better than what I thought. So they're saying that about Gamboa, but now, people trying to boost him up because he's facing Devin Haney. He's the same Gamboa that's going to step in there with Gervonta Davis. He ain't getting no younger. Real talk. The only thing that needs to be right is his Achilles tendon. And, he's going to step in there the best. But the one thing I respect about Gamboa, I watched as close as anybody could watch outside of the commission and the judges and the referee. I watched Gamboa's toughness on display. I watched it. I watched his toughness on display, man. With a single good leg, I watched Gamboa's toughness. And you know what I say to that? I will be very shocked. And you can mark my word. You can frame this, you can record it, whatever. I'll be shocked that Devin Haney stopped Gamboa. I'll be shocked. I don't think it's going to happen. I watched Gamboa's toughness on display with Tank Davis, who was landing some vicious shots. Vicious. And he kept on moving. He kept on trucking. So I'm looking forward to that fight. Real talk. I'm looking forward to see, obviously, Devin Haney go in there and get the victory with Gamboa, so we can see some better fights for him on the resume, because he is a rising star in the sport. He is a big name. He's been around some of the most legends that you can think about in boxing. So we really want to see him go in there and put on a masterful display with Gamboa. I just want to see a good boxing match. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm going for Devin Haney in that matchup. Everything after that, it all depends on what happens tomorrow. I mean, this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We so close to this fight. We so motherfucking close, man. France said, World Combats, my uncles are, and one uncle was 32. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, for sure. I'm not gonna get too deep in that. I don't know if I posted that up. Well, I wasn't even supposed to, but okay, I got you. Yeah, I've been up the compass myself. It's a different side of the compass with the royal. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Are you one? France, are you one? If you're still here, are you one or no? I'm just curious. But anyway, hey, appreciate everybody for stopping through as always, man. You know what it is. Salute to you. Be sure to stop by tomorrow and Saturday. If it got off a little bit to the left, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good tomorrow. You know, shout out to Team Takeover, Teofimo Lopez, man. I'm really going for Teofimo this weekend. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm also looking for some undercard, fights, especially with Edgar Berlanga and Linnell Bellows, 8th round super middleweight. That shit's going to be fire. Arnold Barboza versus Alex Saucedo, 10-round junior welter. I'm looking forward to that one. Like I said, Quatavius Cash is in the building. Man, that's a damn good card, y'all. I mean, Top Rank doing the damn thing with this card for free. They doing the damn thing. I ain't gonna lie. They doing the damn thing. I'm just curious to know why ESPN don't have the WBC title up there. They say Vasily Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez, 12 rounds for Lomachenko's WBO, WBA, and Lopez's IBF lightweight title. That's unification. They didn't say anything about the WBC franchise. And see, that's the bullshit of the validity of what people believe about the franchise belt, to include myself. Like, why aren't you displaying it as a credible freaking device, a championship device? Why don't you have it up here? The WBC should be in here, but it's not. Man, anyway, they hype him so T.O. can bust his bubble. Man, hey, I hope T.O., like he said, T.O. say he trying to go through him. This is what he's been working for. He's looking through Lomachenko. That's what Teofimo said. And a lot of people was talking about that, he was emotional because his dad was so wrapped up in his career and not being a father. But when you're a father who has a position in your son's boxing career and you're moving him the way they're moving, like they're big names, and his father is an intricate, he's an intricate staple in Teofimo's team. Sometimes the father role is and will be absent, and the training will be more evident because he is playing a prominent role for Teofimo Lopez. It's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? They already had the opportunity of enjoyment with the IBF when he knocked out Richard Comey. I'm pretty sure as a dad, because he said the only man I love is my dad. I'm pretty sure as a dad, he was freaking overjoyed. He hugged his mother, he hugged his wife, all that. Everybody was overjoyed. And then he go ahead and defeat Vasily Lomachenko this weekend, bruh. Can you imagine that climactic moment? Dude, come on, man. 16-0 and you're undisputed at lightweight? Man, that's just crazy. That's crazy to think about. 23 in your first division where you earned a title and you get the opportunity to fight for quote unquote undisputed and you win. It's unbelievable. Real talk. But I look forward to it, man. Oh, before I go, damn, I have to talk about Deontay Wilder, right? Hey, check this out. Okay, you've been hearing a lot of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight being off. I know from my understanding, I spoke with Tay Jones, and then he was on several other platforms on here. And, Tay Jones has been knowing Deontay Wilder. A lot of people don't know. Tay Jones has been knowing Deontay Wilder over 15 years, I believe. Over 15 years. But check this out. A lot of people been talking about the fight not going on and everything. So I've been listening. I've been, peeking in through the window, just cracking it, moving it up just a little bit so I can, get the audible and shit. So, you have people that are saying that, well, why isn't Deontay Wilder coming out and talking about this particular fight or what's going on with the situation? Why is he so quiet? Why is this? This is not good. How in the hell do you consider it not to be good, people? Because when he was talking, you say he was classless. But now he's quiet and you want to put it on, oh, well, he lost his title. He's a sore loser. He's injured. He's not being a good sport about it. Why would he come out and talk to fans when he was booed in his own country? Why would he come out and talk about something when he's just been training and getting it in. Because if you're saying he needs another trainer, what's wrong with him just embedding himself in training, getting his head right, getting his head space where he wanted, spending time with his family and all that, recovering from the surgery that he had so he can go back in there and make it right. Now, this is what's puzzling to me. It's supposed to be some phantom expiration date. Now, we're talking about February 22nd to now. You're talking about freaking, 6 or 7 months or whatever. How in the hell can a contract all of a sudden come up with an expiration date for them fighting? Like, if anything, when it came to the WBC, it seemed like if you didn't fight for the vacant WBC title, you fought the champ. How many months do you have before you step back in the ring? Isn't it next February? So therefore, why are people saying that, well, this fight is off because Deontay Wilder want to push it back because of money? Of course, Bob Arum has made the point, you all. He's made the point to say this fight needs to be with fans. This fight need to have a live gate. This fight. He's made it perfectly clear, y'all. Understand one thing. We're still in the bubble. We're still in the pandemic. And just because we have upcoming fights, you know what I'm saying? The restart, the live gate, those being Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. Next fight being Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. All right. We have regional fights that's already been taking place with fans in attendance. Okay. Somehow, some way, we need to kind of get a little bit more clarity as to why this fight is being spoken so much as if it's off. From ESPN to all these other collective freaking media sites, they're basically speaking on this fight as if Tyson Fury is going to fight some tomato can. Stop playing. I'm about to look this shit up. I forgot his name. I had his damn. I had his name. Give me a moment to look him up. So he's about to fight this other guy supposedly, but I'm not confirming any of that. I'm just saying what's in the media, right? So what we're about to do before I get up out of here, I want to pull up this guy's record. All right? Because people need to understand the criticism that I'm not seeing for Tyson Fury. Like Deontay Wilder, he fought Luis Ortiz, Dominic Breazeale, and all that, and he won the immediate rematch with Tyson Fury. But now Tyson Fury, he want to bail out and say, I want to fight somebody else before I fight Deontay Wilder, as if they don't have a contract. So I'm going to get to this right quick. Just give me a quick moment. I'm trying to get this dude. I'm trying to get this dude's name. Oh, matter of fact, okay. Hold up. I know where. It just came back to me. I got you. Hold up. I got you. Because Tyson Fury want to fight a soft touch. He want to fight Oscar Rivas. You know what I'm saying? He wants to fight. I'm about to bring up the article right quick. Just give me a quick minute. Because this needs to be talked about, man. On the back end of everything else, man. This shit is so much bullshit, dog. Hold up. Let me get to it. So, this is who he wants to fight. Caballero, F.A. Jogba, Charles Martin, Oscar Rivas, or Michael Hunter. But the softest touch of them all is Caballero. So I'm basically putting this dude up here. And we're gonna take a gander. At this guy's box rec and everything. And why people aren't freaking criticizing the fact that we don't know who the hell he is. Now, he's a German fighter, age 28, 20-0 with 13 knockouts. Have you ever heard of this guy really making a stink in the heavyweight division? No. If you look at his box rec, you know what? I'm bringing this up so you all can check this out right quick. I want somebody to tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. I want someone to tell me what you see. So this dude is 20-0, right? He's a heavyweight, 6'3". Look at this guy. Unblemished record. Tell me what you see about his freaking, come on, boxing heads. What you see right there? Look at the color. What do you see and how soft this touch is really going to be? Besides him fighting Chisora, you know what I'm saying? What do you see? What do you see? This dude has not fought in the U.S. So we're supposed to take him serious. This dude has people on his record. Well, let's look outside freaking Derek Chisora. You know what I'm saying? But we never really heard of this cat, period. With a record like this, 20-0, it kind of reminds me of Jerome Ennis a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know who Boots is rather than this guy right here, but obviously he's been fighting outside of the U.S. Anyway, I just wanted to give you, let me see if anybody even. So you look down his list of prominent fighters that's on here. Prominent fighters that's on here. The only one we can link up with who's been in there with some top names is Chisora. Anyway, let me get up out of here. Out of this screen share. But let me go back to where I was before on this article. Okay, I would rather see Tyson Fury if he's going to step in there with somebody before Deontay Wilder, which is not totally confirmed yet, but it's all over the media outlets, right? F.A. Jogba. I would say my top three would be Michael Hunter, Charles Martin, or F.A. Jogba. That would be my top three. That would be my top three. Seriously. Because people are going to say, why not Oscar Rivas? Because he's coming off a loss to Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's on the come up or whatever, but I definitely want to see F.A. Jogba and how he would do. I think it's a fight that F.A. wouldn't take, but now he's with different management now. He's with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? F.A. is with Top Rank now. Charles Martin. Charles Martin been in there with Anthony Joshua already. And people trying to link up Tyson Fury to Anthony Joshua for Undisputed unification. Charles Martin has already been to IBF. And even though I've said several times he took a dive against Anthony Joshua, we all know that. But Michael Hunter, Charles Martin, F.A. Jogba. Out of the five I mentioned. Agate Caballero, F.A. Jogba, Charles Martin, Oscar Rivas, Michael Hunter. Those are five projected names if he's able to step in the ring with the fighter before Deontay Wilder. But I truly don't think F.A. Jogba is ready for the height of Tyson Fury, the ring IQ, I don't think so. The number one out of those would be Charles Martin because he's been there. He's tall. He's been at the top of the platform before. And yeah, then second would be Michael Hunter. Third, out of my choices, of course, would be F.A. Jogba, but exclude him. I'll say next would be either Oscar Rivas or Caballero. But you know what it is, people. Rap Star, what's good? Rap Star came over here to say, hey, I just found out why Glenn was on here, man. Bruh. Hey, Rap Star, hop on for a second, bruh. So we can confirm something right quick. And you don't have to stay on long, man. You know what I'm saying? Just pop up for a second. Just pop up for a second, Rap Star. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stay on here long because I'm about to bounce. It's been going on 2 hours and 30 minutes. Pull up for a second. What's good, Rap Star? I just wanted to let you know we good, bro. I just found out from Glenn on this live. He said go to one of Punch Drunk's old videos, and his Cash App is over there.
Yo, World Combat. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you feel, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I just had to come on here because I had about 10 bets on, and out of those 10 bets, 9 and 8 of those bets have not happened today. They're backing out on me, World Combat. And I let me
we
ask
good,
you,
brother.
You don't seem like a guy who's gonna back out. You know what I mean?
No, we good. I just don't have any other contact with Punch Drunk. I didn't know his Cash App was on his videos. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what are we doing? We're going for 100 and a bit of fun? Is that what we're doing?
It was 2, but if you want to go for 100, it's up to you, dog.
No, whatever you want to do, man. I don't want to put people, because since I've been talking about bets, a lot of my friends online are not my friends anymore. They run away. So I'm like, I better take it easy, right? I better take it easy. Because you know what it is, yeah? I respect if you're going for Teofimo, but stick with it then. Don't just back out last minute, because now they're telling me when they saw both of them in the press conference, Teofimo doesn't look composed. So now they're making that excuse today to back out the bet. You know
that's bullshit, dog. That's bullshit. Talk about he didn't look composed, man. Come on now.
Well, they're not riding with him. What I'm saying is you're riding with him, and you're riding with him all the way. Even if he loses, there's no shame in that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that.
I think YouTube's a lot of cap. There's a lot of
it
cap
is,
on
man.
YouTube, bro. And I said, let me try World Combat because he seems like a grown man. I don't think he's gonna cap me. You know what I mean?
No, we good, bro. You want to pop a bill out there? Cool, we good.
Yeah, just you know why? It's good for fun as well, and it keeps it a bit exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I feel you, man.
Right,
and I appreciate the bet, man, because a lot of people are talking. They'll talk a lot, but they ain't putting up anything for the fight, man.
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. Because 3-4 guys they capped out. One of the guys he called me out for a stack. He said, "Are you ready to bet a stack?" I said, "Let's bet 2 stacks," and then he ran away. So then he ran away. Because look, Rapstar's a grown man. I got business. I make money to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not taking this seriously. I'm just having a bit of fun, really. But you gotta back your word. You gotta back your word. That's the way where I come from. I come from that kind of place. You back what you say.
Hey, no doubt, man.
All right, so we're gonna meet on Punch's show, and we're gonna work it out on there. Yeah.
Yeah, when is his next show, man? When he's on again? Tonight, tomorrow, what?
He's going to be on tonight, and he's going to be on after the weigh-in. And the reason why I said him, and you have to respect this, whatever platform I make the bet, I go through them to show that I'm not going behind them. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So soon, if I bet someone on World Combat, people better be hearing this, we got to give a little percentage to World Combat if we're going to bet on World Combat. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, man. I feel you.
Yeah, I got to show my love to everybody, man. I don't know about this YouTube. A lot of people are showing politics. They hate each other. I don't care about that. I'm going to show you love. I'm going to show Punch love. I'm going to show some of the other guys who people don't speak to love. If they're going to be good with me, I'm going to be good with you. And if you're going to act like an idiot or an asshole, I'm going to stop supporting you. That's just the way I am.
Hey, for sure, man. You know how it is on here on YouTube, man. It's a lot of that going on, man.
Yeah, I don't know why, man, because we all love combat sports. That's what we love. So if we all love combat sports, there's too much hate and immaturity bullshit going on.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Is that your car in the avatar or somebody else's?
No, that's a Porsche Taycan. That's the Porsche hybrid. That's the latest Porsche hybrid, the fastest hybrid out there today.
Okay.
260 G's, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, but let me tell you something, bro. This YouTube thing, a lot of people are fake. They don't want to bet me the money. They're faking me out.
See, that's the one thing about making a bet and them consigning it. You know, like you saying you're going through Punch Drunk. They won't show up on the platform and make that bet. And then Punch say, okay, now I got the money right here. Okay, I'm confirming that the money's right here. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to do it, man. They're just going to talk.
Well, what I want to ask you is, because you're going for Teofimo, I want to see how you break it down. How do you see him beating Lomachenko? Because I can't see it. I want you to tell me how you see it.
Well, first of all, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, we know he has more power than Lomachenko. I believe he can slow Lomachenko down. It's according to if he comes out as the aggressor or if he comes out counter. I don't think Teofimo is going to wait on the outside for Lomachenko to just be in a place of comfort. I think he's going to press Lomachenko, man, take that movement away early. You know, he'll be a fool with somebody like Lomachenko to stay at range and allow Lomachenko to work his magic the way he does with everybody. I think he needs to get in close and smother Lomachenko and make it rough, man. That's where I see it going. I don't think Teofimo is going to stay on the outside. I just don't see it. He's not going to be the counter puncher that rep star. I just don't see that happening. I think he's going to try to get in and make it a rough fight and try to break down Vasily Lomachenko early.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, that kind of makes sense in what you're saying, though, because if you fight him a certain way, you're going to get outclassed.
That's what I'm saying. If he stays on the outside with Lomachenko, it's going to be a clinic to me, because Lomachenko, we already know how his footwork is. We know he can dance. We know he can put his punches together with his combinations. So if Teo want to be the counter puncher at distance, it's not a good game plan, man. He has to push the pace with Lomachenko.
So you think Teofimo has to set the pace from early in the fight?
I believe so. That's me.
But don't you think mentally his IQ might get tired? Do you not think that Lomachenko already has a plan where he thinks, I'm going to weather this guy's shots, I'm going to weather him around for the first 4 or 5 rounds, let him give me what he wants to show me, all the smoke, and then he starts to pick him apart. That's how I see the fight. But maybe you're right. Maybe
I mean that's a solid point. But look at the changes he was able to do with Nakatani, Masahiro Nakatani. He was able to make changes.
We just don't know how good Nakatani is. People keep hating on Nakatani, and I don't even know how good he could really be. I mean,
he was ranked above Teo. He was ranked above Teo with an undefeated record.
And who's Nakatani fought after Teofimo?
Well, you didn't hear Lopez Sr. and what he said. Nakatani has a brain injury after that fight.
Holy fucking shit! How come nobody's speaking about that much?
Exactly, but when I talked to Lopez Sr. on here, he basically said, you know what? I don't want to bring up the Nakatani fight too much because it was a tough fight in there with my son, but he's going to be out the sport of boxing because he has a brain injury. You know, he seemed serious. He seemed legit. He seemed honest about it. He said he has a brain injury, man.
So what you're saying, the only fighter to give Teofimo the rounds, in fact, got injured afterwards, and he's not fighting anymore.
Basically, you know, the one that was supposedly a step-up fight, he was a step-up fight, Nakatani. He was tall, he was rangy, and he gave Teo problems early on, but Teo made adjustments. And look, Rapstar, that's exactly what he's going to have to do if he isn't able to get Lomachenko up out of there early. He's going to have to make adjustments in box.
So you think he's got a couple of gears in him then? You think Teofimo's got a very good boxing ability that he hasn't shown us yet? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he has to be in shape for Lomachenko. He has to, bro. He has. If he's going to take that risk, whatever their game plan is, he's going to have to be able to take a risk to the point where he's going to test his gas tank. He has to. But look, check Lomachenko. Lomachenko has miles on the speedometer, man.
I mean, the only thing I'm thinking, World Combat, is Linares wasn't easy for Lomachenko. It wasn't an easy walkover. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And even Pedraza, it wasn't that easy walkover. He doesn't totally outclass you. He loses rounds in there now. Am I right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And Luke Campbell, in my opinion, wasn't an easy fight for Lomachenko.
No, I was just going to get to that because I like to take it into pace. So Luke Campbell gave him some, you know what I mean, some trouble at some of the rounds. And when I was watching, Lomachenko didn't look like, you know, that Lomachenko, untouchable Lomachenko.
Yeah.
He just started to lose a little bit of that aura. It's like he has to give some rounds up now. Am I right?
Yeah. True.
He never used to be like that. So I'm thinking, is it because of the reach? Is it because they're bigger that he needs to fight a different style? And now he's changed his style at 135. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
He's using more boxing IQ and he's actually trying to weather some of the shots. And he's trying to come in and out when he's confident. He never used to fight like that at 130. Okay? So for me, the only thing I'm saying is if Teofimo's going to do anything, he got to change the pace early in the first 4 or 5 rounds or forget it. I
agree. And you know, with changing that pace, he has to do damage. He just can't change the pace and the first 5 rounds, they have it an even fight. They really don't know who's winning. Then it becomes a problem. Like if you push the pace early on and Lomachenko is still with you, abreast with you heading into the 6th round, then guess what? It might be an issue. You know what I'm saying? But I truly think Lomachenko has miles on the speedometer since the AMs. I think 400 amateur fights, those don't go anywhere. So really, Lomachenko is 32, right? So in boxing years, he might be 42.
But did he ever look 42 to you in the last 2 fights?
I feel that he faced a little bit adversity. You say the last 2 fights. I feel that he wasn't the Lomachenko that I'm used to seeing just go in there and put on a masterful performance. You know what I'm saying? Even though he seemed like he was in control of the fight, I just don't think it was easy for him to get to that place. Even though he dropped Luke Campbell, he dropped Luke Campbell, but it was some times where Luke Campbell hurt him in that fight. He got hurt a couple of times in there with Luke Campbell. But he has a good poker face, though.
Yeah, he can hide that so well you wouldn't even know.
The only way for him not to hide it is that you send that right down range, just like Linares did. Sit him down early, not in the 6th round, but more so in the 2nd or 3rd round, early, and get that momentum and make him play catch up, man. You got to make him play catch up. Teo needs to make Lomachenko play catch up, man.
Yeah, so that's actually a smart outcome. So in the first 4 or 5 rounds, when he is in the fight, he needs to hurt Lomachenko and win those rounds, is what you're saying. He has to win. They can't be rounds where they're decisive both ways. They can't be close rounds. What you're saying is he needs to put those rounds in his belt. So when it gets to the later on in the fight, he can pump his gas up as he feels when he wants to. So
yeah. He has to, because a lot of people are saying that if it goes to the scorecards, they're gonna rob Teofimo.
Man, my bet with you is gonna be exciting because I see how you analyze the fight, and I see that both of us are gonna be right on the screen for the first 4 or 5 rounds. We're gonna be on that screen for the first 4 or 5 rounds. You know what I mean?
For real, man. For real. That's the way it got to be. And look, the fight card. I don't know if you've seen the entire fight card, man. It's a fire fight card, man.
Oh yeah, I mean. They're saying, yeah, for sure. But you know what it is, yeah? The main event is too powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the main event is.
You know, we've been waiting for the fights to start. And we're waiting for these fights to come in now. And we got all the young lions kicking in. We got Ryan Garcia fighting. We got Tank Davis fighting. We even got Devin Haney trying to make a number on Gamboa. So what I'm saying is, this is the hardest fight of them all. Teofimo is stepping up. He's making a mark because this is the hardest fight out of all the fights for 2020 on that generation, on that weight.
True words, man.
It is
Hey,
what it
true
is.
words, dog. Hey, you ain't never lied, man. That
Hey,
shit is real.
hey, even if I'm look the grown ass man in me, if I'm wrong sometimes, I'll put my hand up and say, yeah, I'm wrong. I'm not scared to do that.
I feel you, man. I mean, a lot of what you're saying, it makes a lot of sense, man. You know, I understand why you're going for Lomachenko. It's going to be up to both fighters to go in there and win. More so Teofimo. If I was him, I wouldn't want to leave it in the hand of the judges. Bob Arum is enamored with Vasily Lomachenko. He's compared him to Ali. You know, he said if Lomachenko beats Teofimo Lopez, he will be the best boxer post Floyd Mayweather era. That's what then Bob Arum said.
Yeah, but Bob Arum's supposed to say that World Combat.
But he's been saying the same thing for several months now. He's been hyping up Vasily like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying Bob Arum's gonna back his fighters, and he always says that his fighters are gonna be the next Ali. He always does that, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, with Teofimo, yeah, from England, why they like him is just that he was talking all that talk before to say 2 years ago, I'm gonna fight Lomachenko. I'm gonna fight Lomachenko, and because he stepped up and he's fighting the fight, that's why people respect him. They're like, win or lose. Sonny, I mean, they said, win or lose, Rapstar, we're not going to bet you, but our heart's with him. I said, well, you're fake. You should bet the money because you want him to win. But what they're trying to explain to me is they do want him to win. They just don't feel confident to put their money. Make sense?
Yeah. True words.
But when he wins, yeah, I don't want all those fake fans said that they were all the way riding with him, because they're not. They're not riding with him like you're riding with him. The way that you're riding with him, I've spoke to you now, you're not backing off. And you're just saying, I'm going to go with him. I don't care if I lose, but I'm going to put my money with him because I see something special in him. That means to me, you're not contradicting yourself, right?
No, absolutely not.
And other people, they're trying to be like you, but they don't want to bet the money. And then they're backing out last minute. They're saying, oh, we think he's got emotional problems. That means you're not really riding with him. Your heart wants him to win, but your money's like scared.
Oh yeah, they've been. You know, you can't bet scared money. Scared money don't make money, man. They always say that scared money don't make money.
No, it doesn't make money. But you know, World Combat, what it is on this YouTube thing, yeah. You see a lot of people. They do want to try and call your name out. They want to bet, but they're really just gassing and making conversation, and they want to just be in the conversation. If that makes sense.
I agree, man. I agree. It's a lot of that capping going on. But man, you got my word on it, Rapstar. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got my word.
I found out about you. Somebody texted me. Somebody said World Combat is a real guy. He don't mess. That's why I came on here, because somebody else told me World Combat, he talks facts. So that's why I came in.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Glenn was over here early, and I was like, I told him, I said, I didn't know how to, communicate with Punch Drunk. I don't know. And he said, look on his freaking one of his videos for his Cash App. I said, okay, cool. That makes sense. All right, cool.
Listen to one of my friends, World Combat. He was supposed to send the money today, and then he just texted me. You know what he told me?
What?
He said, I need to see the weigh-in. After the weigh-in, I can really make my mind up. He goes,
man, fuck the weigh-in, man. You gonna bet on your fighter? You gonna bet on look, check this out, Rapstar. This is a perfect example of why they capping, why they scared. Just like freaking Lopez Sr. always say, this is why they don't understand boxing. Mikey Garcia. How do Mikey Garcia look when he's weighing in? How did he look against Robert Easter? He looked bad.
He looked weak.
He looked weak. He went in there and knocked down Robert Easter in the third round and basically walked him into the final bell. Easy.
Yes, he did.
So why they need to see the weigh-in? The weigh-in don't say nothing.
Some people think that they can tell a lot on the weigh-in. They think they get confident on the weigh-in.
I don't see it, man. Because when Joseph Benavidez swung on Terrence Crawford, people was like, "Oh shit, Terrence Crawford is gonna freaking fuck him up." But yet he didn't get knocked out to the 12th round.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be really honest, I expected him to do more of a job on Benavidez, because Benavidez got shot.
Correct.
He got shot in the leg. He was out of boxing for so long, and then he came to fight that fight for money.
Correct.
Let's not forget that, yeah? He was already out the game.
Correct.
So, at the end of the day, yeah, a lot of people are just capping. But you know what? I respect Teofimo, his dad. I just want Teofimo and his dad to know one thing. I've been on all the platforms who've been calling me out, and they're all running away. But World Combat and Punch Drunk have stuck behind Lopez and his dad. So I'm gonna now know what's going on, because you have been behind Lopez for a while, but you're sticking with him, and you're not contradicting yourself. So I hope Lopez and his dad knows that you and Punch have been riding for them.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, like I tell people, man, I had the opportunity of covering him several times, but you know, one time, you know, when he was out there fighting Diego Magnolino in Texas, good people. I'm telling you, very good people. His dad, his mom, all that, good people, man. Very solid people. His team, all that.
What's the crying about? Don't you think the crying's like, what's that about? Is that to sell the fight? What's that about?
Probably. You know how it is when you see things you haven't seen before. You know, Teofimo might have just, you know, doing the weight cut. You know how you have those emotional moments. I'm gonna tell you, man, weight cutting is vicious. And Teofimo, you know, when it comes down to it, they've been talking about weight issues for a long time. Like they was talking about that shit in 2019, moving up to 140. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be at 140 right now. They said they was gonna win a title and move up to 140. But shit changed because they got the opportunity to fight Lomachenko. So they said, okay, we're gonna stay down here again. So he's probably feeling, you know, he might have been really sincere about not having his dad in his life as a dad and having him more so as a trainer. It might have been real tears, dog. I don't care. I just know how Teofimo is. He's a real one. He's athletic. He got heart. And I'm looking for him to go in there and win this damn unification bout, man.
Man, respect to you, man, with those words, bro. Because just remember this. Only 5% hardcore boxing fans are going for Teofimo. Just remember that.
Damn.
I'm telling you. I spoke to Australia, I spoke to Japan, and I spoke to England on different platforms, and they're running away from Teofimo.
Woo.
So what does that tell you, bro?
Hey, I'm still going with Teofimo, man. 5%. I'm in the 5%, bro. I'll stay with the 5%.
I'm trying to find the Honduras podcast, but they're not around.
Man, I don't know what they're doing over there in Honduras, but I'll be curious to know if they really standing behind Teo. They should, though. They should.
Yeah, man, it's a shame. I love boxing, and it's a shame to see that people are capping about Teofimo. They're not backing him, bro. They're not.
What? See, they want to play the safe bet because Lomachenko's been top pound for pound for quite some time. But you know, it's gonna be a shocker, man. You gotta rock with who you rocking with, man. And people are so afraid to go against Vasily Lomachenko because he's been in those situations where he dominated his opposition. What's the odds at right now, man? What are the odds? Let me see.
Somebody in London, somebody got 6-1 on Teofimo, so 6 times their money.
Damn,
that's how much of a favorite Lomachenko is, bro. And we already know that if Teofimo wins, you're gonna get everybody telling you that they were all going for him.
yeah, you're right, man. Yeah,
guaranteed. And they'll all come to you and say they were his fans, but really, they're not sure if he's going to win. They want to go for him. Don't get me wrong, but they're not sure if he's going to win.
They have Loma favored at -400 right now.
Holy shit!
So -400. You have to wager. Yeah, of course you have to wager 400 to make 100. And where is Teofimo? Yeah, that's up there. Okay, Teofimo is +300.
So 3 times you put 1,000, you get $4,000 back, included your 1,000.
Yep.
I mean, depends where you go though. You know, in England we got different channels, different places we can go who are giving better odds.
Okay, I mean that's good. That's good for you.
Yeah. So somebody's like got 6-1 earlier. And I said to him, "Oh, you're betting him, but you're not betting me." And he goes, "That's because I'm all right to put $50 on 6-1, but I don't want to put 50-50 with you." He told me.
Yeah, they saying that you know, Teofimo has 25% to win, bro. They giving 25% to win.
Wow. So he's got 25% chance.
Yeah, 25% chance, man. That's it. It goes
You know,
away.
you know what's going to be very exciting? Just to see how the first 2 rounds go. Who actually does dictate the pace? What if Teofimo goes in there with no respect for him? He might do something that nobody's ever seen. We don't know.
I think it's going to be easier than what you think. I mean, I think it's going to be easier than what people think. I think Teofimo is going to go in there and make that fight easier than what they think, man.
Wow. Big
I
statement.
think it's going to be easy, man. I think it's going to be an easy fight, man.
That's a big statement.
I think it's going to be an easy fight, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be easier than what people think.
Yeah, but you got to look at
what they talking about at the press conference that T.O. didn't look confident and all that. Man, he looked confident to me.
Wow. I mean, if he stops Lomachenko, you're going to see people just not wanting to fight Teofimo.
Correct. Well, we're at 35. I think Devin Haney will still fight him though. But
no. Devin Haney will fight all of them. Devin Haney's dad already told me we're waiting for the winner. I know Devin Haney. I'm talking about the people which are calling him out, the other guys. They're not really ready to fight him. But what I see is a big fight is Devin Haney against the winner. For me, that's a big fight.
It's huge.
Because at 135, even if you want to say that Devin Haney got his belt on an email and then he had to fight someone and then he got his belt again, whatever you want to say, we know that Devin Haney's got the attribute and the skills from a youngster, from when he was 7, 8, 9, 10. We know all his amateur. We know all about his pedigree. So now Devin Haney got to go in the ring with an A-class fighter to show us what he's going to do. Because there's been a lot of talk about it. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk. Plus Devin Haney, you mentioned his pedigree and the legends that cultivated that pedigree too. He's been around some legendary trainers and people and taking bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? He had the opportunity to train with Roy Jones and some of everybody else, man.
But you know why I know Devin Haney's
the
the
truth,
truth?
guys.
Let me tell you why I know Devin Haney's the truth. I know a couple of guys in the boxing game, and they told me a long time ago when he was in London for a bit that he's fighting middleweights. He's fighting people in the sparring. He's sparring good athletes at 154 and 147, and he puts a good showdown of himself in there. You know what I mean? So that just goes to show me that Devin Haney's not just a great fighter as an amateur. He's been proven around different parts of the world in the ring. You know what I mean? He goes against some serious fighters in the sparring. And I got told by an inside guy that this guy was sparring a guy at 154, and he was right up there. And that guy is somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So and also they got Mickey Bay over there. You know, Mickey Bay, man. You ever watch, him train and do mitts with Devin Haney, man? That shit is on point.
Yeah, and let's be honest, all of them have got a serious career from before. Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, even Regis Progress at 140. We got Josh Taylor. We've got Ramirez. Between all of these guys, there's amazing, crazy firework fights between 135 and 140 because these guys are going to move up. I can see Devin Haney moving up soon to 142. Oh,
yeah, they even said it. But I think they want to get some hardware first there, Rapstar, before they move up to 140. Not the hardware that he has. He want to get more hardware so he can go up to 140 and, have a little bit more weight on his boxing ledger. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I know my boxing, though. Ryan Garcia made the worst decision out of all of them. And I'll tell you why. Ryan Garcia is going against Luke Campbell thinking he's got this fight easy. It's not going to be that easy for him. I guarantee you.
Hell no.
Right.
And look, it's funny you say that, man. I'm telling people, I'm like, I'm gonna call bullshit on Luke Campbell if Ryan Garcia goes in there and stop him in under 9 rounds.
For sure.
If Ryan Garcia goes in there and want to do what was that, Dono or whatever? He knocked him down 13 seconds. He knocked him down 13 seconds into the first round. I don't want to see that shit with Luke Campbell. There's no way.
Well, like I told you, Ryan Garcia against Luke Campbell. If Ryan Garcia loses that fight, you know what? He could have had not easy, big money with Devin Haney. The big fight with Devin Haney for him was big money. They were going to make that on pay-per-view. So I don't know why Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, that his management have put him against Luke Campbell. Because to me, Luke Campbell isn't a pushover. You know what I mean?
No, he ain't.
And for what I'm thinking, this is Luke Campbell's last chance. Are you not realizing this? Luke Campbell's going to give everything he's got to stay in the rankings, to stay within his next fight, because Luke Campbell wants to fight those fighters too, you know. So I know I come from England. I'm not riding with Luke Campbell. I'm not trying to say Luke Campbell's better than Ryan Garcia. I'm saying Ryan Garcia took a tough fight there.
I just look at what he was able to do with Vasily Lomachenko. You know, went the distance, got up from a knockdown, and then I look at Ryan Garcia being a more flat-footed fighter, counterpuncher. I see Luke Campbell as the better boxer. He should be able to box circles around Ryan Garcia, not go in there right in through the front door and into a check left hook from Ryan Garcia. You know, I'm not trying to see that.
Yeah, because Oscar De La Hoya said already before that if he gets the Tank fight, they're going to try and get him a 50 or 40% on the purse. If he gets the Devin Haney fight, they're going to try and get him a 50 or 40%. If he loses to Luke Campbell, he becomes the bottom of the tree. He won't be getting no 40, 50%.
Okay.
So it can damage him by the next few fights to regain himself. I don't know what Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins are doing there with him. I just don't. I'm confused about it a bit.
I think that's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know
think
what
that's a lot of people.
They could have took an easier fight. I know people don't want to see easier fights, but then he had a big fight. He's got a big fight next if he waits. Am I right?
Yeah, he does.
They could have kept it in America, bro.
You know what? He have to there's a lightweight rush that's going on right now, man.
And who's that?
And Golden Boy may be trying to put him in the rush with the Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Lomachenko's already been there, but it's a huge rush to the top, man, to be there in case. Just to say Teofimo wins the belts and he vacated and moves up to 140. There you go. You got Ryan Garcia, you got everybody. You have Rolly Romero, you have all those guys. Luke Campbell, they won a championship, man. Luke Campbell wants a championship.
Yeah, we can't even sleep on Rolly Romero. We know he had a bad fight, but he didn't fight that fight, the last fight, to the right style of his ability. Yeah, he fought that fight wrong and still won.
I think it was a highway robbery. Rolly in a robbery, bro. I think he got a gift over there in Connecticut. And there's no way you're gonna tell me he beat Jackson Marinez, man.
Nah, I gave it 7-5, bro. I still tried to push myself to give Rolly 4 or 5 rounds in that fight.
Yeah, man. He was trying to fight like Floyd Mayweather. And I'm saying to myself, no, just fight like Rolly. Just stop trying to turn and do the shoulder roll, the Philly shell, whatever. Man, just fight like yourself, man. And he was staying the course. He was trying to land the heavy bombs on the inside, but no, man. Rolly needs some work, man. He's tough. He's tough.
When we speak in the gym in England, in the boxing gym, I'm not going to lie. They say that if Devin Haney was offering Ryan Garcia the world title, what the fuck did he pick Luke Campbell for? That's what we're saying.
That's for the interim, bro. That's for the interim.
Yeah, but we're saying that if Devin Haney came in the ring and he told you, if you won the fight, I'm the world title.
Correct.
Let's fight. And when the guy is coming on the TV on what was it, ESPN? I'm not sure. What was it on? Showtime? What was he on? No, he was on DAZN. It was on DAZN, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So Oscar De La Hoya put Ryan's fight on DAZN, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I remember them.
Yeah.
I remember the fight.
Yeah.
And
we were all watching that in England. We were all watching that in England. And Devin Haney and his dad came in the ring afterwards, respectfully, and they said, look, you can fight me for the title. Ryan Garcia said, I will fight you. I will beat you. He started giving all that talk, and he said, but you got to give me a couple of fights, and we'll make this bigger next year, 2021. So what I'm saying is, I don't know what prize he's getting out of Luke Campbell. What's the prize?
I don't know, man. Luke Campbell, in reality, look, Ryan Garcia has more followers. I'm just telling you the quotes, okay? Outside of boxing, he has a huge following. He's undefeated.
Yeah.
And then somehow, some way, they're giving Luke Campbell another shot to make it to the damn big dance. That's what it seems like. He's lost to big opponents recently. His last 2 fights, he's lost to Jorge Linares. He lost to Vasily Lomachenko.
Yeah.
they turned right back around, almost like they did Sergey Deryanchenko, who lost 2 IBF championships, and then he just lost a 3rd WBC. So it's almost like they're giving Campbell another shot for the big stage, and that's against Ryan Garcia for the interim title. Hey, take it.
Luke Campbell's got more to gain than what Ryan Garcia has. Let's put it that way.
Well, Ryan Garcia is trying to be a bigger name in the lightweight division. You know what I'm saying? So if he goes in there and defeat Luke Campbell, potentially he gets Devin Haney. If Devin Haney doesn't get the shot to face the winner of this fight this weekend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a bigger fight for Haney.
Yeah, because we only want to see big fights after this because Teofimo has stepped up. So we only want to see the big fights. We know Devin Haney's calling everybody out now. So he got to fight everyone. So what we're saying is the next fights, providing it goes to plan, they got to be names. They can't be tune-ups anymore. It's gone too far.
I agree, man.
You know, enough is enough now. We've had a bad year over here. And if these fighters want to fight each other, then make it happen because they're going to earn some money in a time where nobody's earning much money right now.
Yeah. And that's what's going on with Deontay Wilder fight and Tyson Fury. They saying they need a live gate for that fight. And we know they're not going to get the same live gate that happened in February of this year. You know, it's just not going to happen.
No, it's not, bro. And it's like every business is losing we all got to adapt. I've lost money this year. I have to adapt. I can't think of what I used to get. Otherwise, I'm not going to go forward. It's time to adapt.
Yeah, for sure, man. It is. And the only way to adapt is PPV, though, dog. You know what I'm saying? PPV and limited crowd, limited live gate, like they're trying to do with Gervonta and Leo. They're trying to do it with Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. They trying, bro. They're trying to sell tickets in twos, you know, and they expensive as hell.
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, that fight against Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, is that the first event in America with all the live crowd?
No, it's going to be Tank and Leo, man.
That's the first one with the live crowd, right?
Yeah, it's going to be Tank and Leo.
What, everybody going to go in there with their mask on? Is that what's going on?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Hey, I'm pretty sure that this is what they selling the tickets in twos for. For one, they want to try to have people. They want to try to have the numbers go up and make it seem like the tickets are selling. And plus, they're making a restriction that those individuals who buy the tickets, you have to show up with the other ticket holder. You have to enter the fight with the second ticket holder. So just say you at row G and you buy 20 and 21. Both of you all have to show up at the fight at the same time.
Yeah, but how about when we want to cheer for our fighter? How do we scream if we got our mask on? How do we shout? And we can't do nothing. We're just going to have to put our hands up.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know how that's going to be, you know, and then you walk out and get a beer or a hot dog or something like that. You got to take your mask off to eat. So how's that going to be, you know?
So it's stupid, right? Same thing in the clubs. When we go to the clubs, we have to put our mask on. When we go to the bar, we take it off and have our drinks and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So again, I just want to see how it looks. How will it be? How the people, are they spread out so we can actually express ourselves? Or do we just stand there with mask and look at the fight? I'm going to try and picture that.
Yeah, they're going to have minimal capacity. They're going to have partial capacity. So therefore, I'm pretty sure the seating is going to be social distance. Yeah. And the rest of what you mentioned, I have no clue. I don't know what rules they're going to have. I don't know any of that shit, man.
So you're just like us. You're just waiting to see how they're going to put this together, basically.
Yeah, I'm actually, you know, I'm trying.
If you find out anything for us, try and share it with us beforehand, because I'm trying to get a flight to go and watch this fight. And I don't want to watch this fight just sitting in a mask. You know what I mean?
Which one? Errol Spence and Garcia?
Yeah. I was going to try and go to because I like Errol Spence. When I was in Texas, Errol was really good to me, man.
Okay.
I don't want to talk too much, but Errol invited me to his gym. Errol, he was just humble with me, bro. And
okay.
When I saw him when I was doing some business out there, I see him, yeah, and he was really humble in his gym. So I like his attitude. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro.
Not only that, bro, he's a dog. That guy can fight, bro. And And the way I'm looking at it, I just want to see what Errol we got after this big accident and this big promotion. And, you know, I'm just hoping the same Errol's back in the ring.
Hey, that's everybody, man. Everybody's had that light bulb in their head, right? They want, you know, Errol Spence to be that same guy who fought Sean Porter, but better.
Yeah, so you know that there's a dog in Errol, bro. I'm not going to speak too much. I've seen Errol spar with people at 170 plus. You know what I mean?
That's been the talk. Yeah.
Errol don't, bro. Errol spars big, hefty guys. When I say big, hefty guys, they're big, bro. Right? And Derek James will never send him in, especially with Errol's father. I know Errol's father. I've spoke to Errol's father. I've seen how Errol's father is with Errol. He's always there. They would never put him in unless I think they know he's got, and there's nothing lost in him. I think they've given him enough time. I think the camp is happy with Errol, or they would never put him in, bro. They wouldn't.
Damn. All right.
I just feel that way, bro.
I mean, you've had more contact than I've been able to get with Errol Spence. So I'm taking what you saying as, you know, with your integrity and everything, because a lot of people can't say they spoke to Errol's dad. You know,
bro. I'm on YouTube with Errol's dad. I don't even need to talk shit, man. When I go to places, I look at fighters. I go around everywhere. And when I was in America for a bit, I traveled to different gyms while I was there. And because with me, when I work in different countries, I don't like to be lazy. I like to train. I love the game and I love training. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would always go on Google and find the places and the spots. And by chance, I found Errol Spence's gym, and I didn't even know Errol was in there. So when I went in there, I started to go in there, and then I was doing my thing, and then I saw him, and then I saw him with his daughters, and then me and him start speaking. And then when he realized I'm from England, he told me, yeah, man, let's take some pictures. Then I spoke to my friend in England to try and get him onto Sky Sports.
Yeah.
And Sky Sports, they wanted to speak to him, and I was putting all that shit together. And basically what I'm saying is that's how I got to know them a bit more, and I was using the gym where they were. But Errol's dad is a really, really good, humble man. You never see Errol's dad on the mic. He's in the back end. And he's always around Errol. His eyes are on Errol. He doesn't leave Errol Spence. And every time it came to the gym or the boxing, his dad was right there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm going to let you know, bro, his dad's a very humble, decent man. And I can see the love he's got for his son, you know. I don't think, you know, he's always also around Derek James. He's always looking above Derek James. That's how I see him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just won't put him in for the fight, man. I just don't see them like that, you know? I just can't see Errol going in this fight unless he's ready.
And that's a solid backstory, man. It's always good to hear the backstory of people who have actually had physical contact with a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Actually going on site. Yeah, you know, Derek James did an interview recently for Boxing International, and he said his top 5, he had Errol Spence as number 1.
Hey, bro, imagine this. I went to watch the Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence fight. I went there, right? After all the fight, I was staying in the Radisson Hotel where Deontay Wilder was staying there, Tank was there, Adrian Broner was there, Errol was there. A lot of fighters were staying there, right? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I had a suite in Radisson. When Errol was going and he left the place, I'm not going to lie to you, he stopped me and he went, there's my London friend. And he went and came back and took a picture with me. I'm just saying to you, man, that, I mean, look, if Errol's a great fighter. I'm not just saying that because I met him. I've seen the sparring. I've seen what he does behind the back end. That guy trains like a dog. He's focused, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's never been any less than that. People always say Errol Spence trained like a dog. You know what I'm saying? They always gave him his credit.
Bro, I'm going to send you some stuff soon where you'll know that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's where I was. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, bro, at the end of the day, the only thing what started happening is Adrian Broner and Tank and all them wanting to party after the fight. And they were trying to get Errol to become this party guy, you know what I mean? And I can see, I was there. I was at the hotel. I see how they were rolling. And Errol likes to separate himself, even though, I'm not going to lie, he's not 100% Mayweather. I mean, Mayweather's another guy, man. When he's not fighting, he's still disciplined. And when he's not fighting, he's still training at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There go my email in the private chat, man.
Say that again, bro.
I'll drop my email in the private chat.
Yeah, respect to you, man, because there could be things in what I've got in the past, in the near future. If I see anything, I can share it your way, because there's fighters I see, yeah, they don't get credibility. And they're up in the ranks. They're 7-0, 8-0. They need channels like yours because nobody's speaking about them.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely looking forward to get, more fighters on the channel. Of course, that's what I was doing before the pandemic. I was actually going to fights and interviewing these fighters, man. So I definitely enjoy that. I actually went up there to see Errol Spence fight Carlos Ocampo, man.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was there. I drove 12 hours
in Texas,
in
Arlington, right? You went Arlington.
I think it was up there in Jerry's World, though.
Was it in Frisco? Was it in Frisco?
Yeah, I think it was in Frisco, man.
Look at that, man. I'm from England, and you know that I've been them places.
Yeah, I think it was Frisco, man. Let me see.
Yeah, it was Frisco. I mean, at least you went to go and support him, man. That fight was over before it started.
Yeah, Carlos Ocampo, he landed the combination, and Errol Spence shut his lights out. It was a done deal.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? He gave the fight fans a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And that was it. It was a wrap. It was done.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Even when, look, Rapstar's putting his name up. When Rapstar puts his name up, I can't back out. If Errol fights Terence Crawford, I got Errol. Simple. I got
yeah.
Only because of the dog in him. You see, Errol, yeah, he ain't rolling over for nobody. He's not rolling over for no one. With Errol Spence, yeah, just like he wears people down and he breaks you down, I see him doing that to Terence Crawford. The only reason Terence Crawford is going to be in that fight a bit longer is because Terence Crawford's got a lot of skill and attribute. Yeah. So
yeah, especially boxing at a distance, switch stance.
But you got to remember this: if Terence Crawford can't take Errol's power, he's done in the fight. He's done in the fight.
Yeah.
People keep talking about Terence Crawford this, Terence Crawford that. I love Terence Crawford. I like what he's done at 135, 140. He was a great fighter. At 147, he's not been nowhere near no Errol Spence Jr. Sorry to say.
Damn. I know we're looking for that fight, man. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, that Rapstar. For real.
Yeah, England's even stopped speaking about it because they can't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately. I mean, all this across the street shit, and everything, it just don't seem like it's any. But the reason why I say it's so far off is the fact that Pacquiao still has the WBA title. Terence Crawford needs that title or Errol Spence. That title, the WBA, needs to be in the possession of Errol Spence or Terence Crawford.
It's going to be too much politics to get that going, huh?
I mean, Mikey Garcia is supposed to be next up for Manny Pacquiao, supposedly.
Yeah, for me, Mikey Garcia, man, I mean, he should just stay where he's at, man. And I don't understand. Mikey Garcia got some amazing fights at 140, bro. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, he's trying to get that next division, man. He want to become a 5-division champion. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, but he can only beat like B- C class fighters in that weight, I'm reckon. 147, his best chance is Manny Pacquiao at 41 years old. That's
absolutely.
He ain't got no other guy he can beat at title at 147.
Absolutely. That's what
I like Mikey Garcia. When you see, I'll send you some stuff where I've even met Mikey Garcia's brothers, his Robert Garcia. They're all really humble to me. But the truth is, I've got to speak boxing as facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with me, even though if somebody's really good to me or I met them, I can't just lie about it. Oh yeah, I'm going for Mikey Garcia because I know him. No, it don't work like that with me, bro. Mikey Garcia should stay in 140 to carry on moving his legacy up. Because if Mikey Garcia beats Josh Taylor, we know he's not going to fight Ramirez, but if Mikey Garcia beats the other guys like Regis Prograis, we're still going to say Mikey Garcia is the man.
Yeah, you're right, man. I feel you on that.
He's just going for the money, the check. And even I'm telling you, no lie, a lot of Mexicans are pissed off with Mikey Garcia after capping all that things that I saw in Errol Spence. He said, he told everyone, I see weaknesses
he got Molly
weaknesses in him. That was just some bullshit, bro. I'm sorry, man. But he's smart.
He got to talk up the fight, though, man. He has to talk it up a little bit.
Look, he made $8 million out of that fight, bro.
That's good money. That's good money.
He got 6 to 7 million. He ain't getting that nowhere else.
Yeah, he made good off that fight.
For sure. But it looked like he was capping in the fight. He was capping.
Yeah, it was a one-sided affair. Leave it be. I'm coming over there. But hey, Rapstar, I'm about to get out.
Respect. So listen, your bet's
I'll
on
be over
with
there.
me.
I'll be over there.
All right, respect, man.
Hey, respect,
bro.
Appreciate you stopping through there, Rapstar. Salute to you, man.
Salute to you, brother. Bye.
All right. Everybody else, salute for stopping through, man. I am out. Be sure to turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports Media.